There's a place called a gin mill way down in the slums. There's a place called a gin mill way down in the slums. My baby goes that night and stays till the morning comes.
I think Mullens freeballed my mic. There's fucking hair all over it.
Well, that's a way to start the show right there.
What the? How's it going, folks? Where the hell are we at?
So, welcome to Rock the Junction. Our second year, their third year.
I think I'm getting electrocuted, too. We are at Rock the Junction. It's doing just like last year.
It is.
It's a little rainy.
It's a little moist here.
It's a little slower. Last year was nuts.
Yeah, it was a tornado.
No pun intended there, Jordan.
Yeah.
But last year was nuts. It came down fast and hard, but it was gone. And when the day started, it was beautiful. So hopefully that happens again because it's raining.
It is.
That's like most of my sexual encounters.
Fast and hard and over in a minute.
All nuts.
So apparently, while I went on my smoke break, my microphone was violated. Then I put my mouth on it.
Yes, your microphone was. Yes, Mullens left you a present on your microphone.
He's going to be very sad that he wasn't here to see that.
Yeah, but we're gonna we will talk about it all day.
I don't think anybody was expecting that outcome to be that fucking delicious.
Well, what did you say? You told Jordan you need to get a little. But
yeah,
somebody said put your mouth on it.
I said you get a little closer. I was not expecting that.
So
but he put his mouth on it.
Jordan, being a smartass, literally put the microphone in my mouth.
Yes. It was a hell of a start to the day.
I'm a little disappointed in my security guard. We bring him for security. He did not protect me from having nuts in my mouth.
He encouraged it by all means.
Hey, you guys would have done the same damn thing to me. So I
absolutely.
Absolutely. You gotta initiate. You choking on it now, Jordan?
Now he can taste it. Now he's like, that tastes familiar. What is that?
Wow.
So if it tasted like salted caramel?
Yeah, that's just a little salted caramel balls.
Yeah, this
so
is how we
far,
start the show in Grand Junction.
It's raining and might be a lightning. Hopefully, see if there's another lightning strike like last year.
See, Tipsy Turvy didn't show up this year. She probably didn't want to get electrocuted.
How do you think she cooked the cupcakes last year?
Why are all the
But I'm
cupcakes
sad
charred?
she's not here because that was.
I know. I like the Tipsy Turvy.
Yeah.
Cakes and cupcakes and stuff.
Well, I guess we look at it this way, gentlemen. There's a lot of rain. If people don't show up for the festival, there's a whole lot of beer that has to be drank.
And it does. And there's some great beer here.
Absolutely.
Guys, I know. What do you guys have? I went down to Tin Man down that corner, and they get awesome rhubarb sours. And
I haven't tried that one yet.
Oh, it's delicious.
I'm not big on rhubarb, but
it's really really good. So we'll
fresh,
get them
clean.
Huh?
Not too sour, not too tart.
No, it's really nice. Yeah.
All right.
I've
what
got
are you guys drinking?
I got Kiss from Roundtown right now.
I actually have the Roundtown lager too because they were closest to the booth. They were literally across where we're at. So
I went down to the end and I hit up Brian at FDR and I got me some track jumpers. So.
Excellent.
Oh, nice.
Wait, they already had their stuff set up? Wait a minute.
It took him a while. That's what took me so long to get back.
What'd you get, Grizz?
I've got track jumper as well from
Oh,
today.
okay. That's a solid one, though. I mean, that's one of their staples down there. It's a good beer.
Yeah, we got Ash and Elms here, Brewing, Metazoa,
Moontown,
Redemption, Grand Junction, obviously.
Bier.
Mullens from Broadripple Brew Pub, bringing an extra special treat to everybody's day, or at least our day.
Elm Street.
Cowboy, where were you? You missed it.
No shit.
I mean,
Elm Street brought. They got some barrel-aged cider coming in.
Oh,
So
nice.
that sounds pretty
Who
good.
does?
Barrel-aged cinnamon cider. Yeah.
Ash and Elm?
Ash and Elm, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we'll get them on later. So that sounds interesting.
Yeah, we need to get New Day up here for these.
The foam blowers are here, too, and they brought their
Yes.
own craft beer. So you can go sample some craft beer, join those guys, $25 a year
Yeah, that's
to
crazy.
be a part of the club. That's a great
You
deal.
drink
I mean,
free beer once a week.
yeah, once a month.
Well, once a month, yeah.
But still,
Wow.
I mean, but you get expert advice from people on your home brewing, and you get people like Ron Smith who will actually test your beer for you for free and tell you how you're doing, and you couldn't ask for a better deal than that, really.
Yeah.
So
And free beer.
and free beer.
Yeah.
I started
had
with
them
the
at
Cecil today
Whitestown.
from Moontown, which was awesome.
Oh, yeah, I did have this. Yeah, Moontown's
Yeah.
got
But they
the
got a
Cecil.
really interesting one coming up. That Mosaic and Simcoe. What was it called?
Actually, it was three. Mosaic. It was
Mosaic, Simcoe?
Simcoe, and Equinox.
Equinox. Okay.
They combined. It was like Mo.
So he hasn't tapped it yet, right? They're
Equinox,
tapping that
Simquinox or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
And they've got a new. They got a William. I think they're tapping next week or whatever. It's another one of their another NEPA. So the Cecil's a NEPA, and it's actually a good, juicy
Matt
NEPA.
Anthony brought a double. They got a mosaic, so I got to make sure you head down and try that one.
We're gonna have
too. So
I think we're gonna have to waterproof this tent
Yep.
yeah.
after this show because I'm getting leaked on.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was me.
I have. There's a place I work. I
It's
might be able to
hitting
get
through
some
the
tent
seams.
stuff. I think I can hook that up with that.
We're gonna have to get it set up, and because I didn't realize
So
it would be that bad.
beyond the festival, I just want to say real quick, Pat and I went out and we went to a new brewery in town last night called Verum. We're going to set up a show with them. You can tell they're new, but they're making some solid beers, very true to style type of stuff. So I'm kind of looking forward to getting there and doing that show with them and getting to know them. I'm surprised we don't see some of these guys out at the festivals yet, but they're pretty new.
They are pretty new.
So-
They just opened up.
They're still
about
getting their runs and
within
having extra
2
beer.
months, within a month
Oh,
or
really?
so ago. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
They got a good. They had a good. What was it?
MILFs.
Well, that too, but
Did you say good milfs?
Milfs?
Yes.
Really?
it was called a MILF Stout.
I was not invited to that shit.
And why has nobody come up with that?
The MILF Stout. I
The
think
MILF Stout.
somebody coined that one. Blind Pigs Confessions trademark
There you go.
2018.
Yeah, no. What was that 8.0 Deepa? They had a double IPA.
It was good.
What was it called though? You don't remember?
I don't remember. A Big Daddy or something like that?
Milk IPA?
No, it wasn't
Daddy?
even that. No, it was something weird. Nectar of the Gods or something like
Nectar
that.
of the Gods. That's
Something
what
like
it
that.
was.
Yeah,
yes.
no, it was pretty good.
So it's a small town, but they probably had a good following in there. And
It was
people
packed.
drinking
It's a
it.
very small
Yeah.
tap room, but it was packed. I'm
Was it?
standing room only.
They're,
Absolutely.
they're still building their patio area and stuff
Oh, really?
for the summertime. So
and
yeah.
they bring in food trucks. They have a little bit of food there. Then they bring in food trucks on the weekends.
They had a
so-
Fox Garden food truck there.
Yeah.
Over there. So they got good stuff. So
Yeah.
wow.
I mean, all in
boy,
all,
it
I
is
think
pouring
that's.
again.
I think they have a chance. I really do.
Good.
I think they have a chance in the scene here.
Yeah,
So.
systems look nice. Look like all new, big steel. I don't know, maybe a 7-barrel system or something. But
Everything is new because the day they brought all that stuff in, I was actually off work that day, and I just watched them bring it all in.
well, a lot of times
That one day you were off work.
Yeah, that
One day.
yeah.
And it was like half a day, too, because he went in the morning.
He's already been to work today, literally.
Yeah, they worked half a day today. Yeah.
Can we also mention, what is this, the Westfield Pharmacy? If anybody's having erectile dysfunction issues, they have some all-natural bullshit that you could fucking deal with that way, and it's not vagina, so they have other shit. But
Yeah, I was gonna say I have all natural ability. I have all natural solutions for that too.
I'm sure you have
It
abilities
says
as well.
it's essential oil, so apparently there's an oil out there. You just
They're
rub
just-
a little on, and
Just
you're
sell-
good to
they're
go.
just selling Pornhub subscriptions. What?
Right, yeah.
No, just kidding. I feel bad. No.
Wow,
No,
that's pretty funny.
I feel bad though. We're using their electricity.
No pun intended.
we didn't have ED. We had electricity dysfunction.
Yeah, so erectile electricity.
So we won't tag that.
So anytime I've had that problem, someone just handed me a bottle of lotion and some napkins and told me to go.
Same as when you were 15.
Well, let's go to.
Rain's coming down through the seams onto the computer. We may have to.
I'll tell you what,
readjust.
it's slowing down. The sun's gonna come out and,
Tomorrow.
right at time. 'Cause what time is it, boys?
The time is 12:56. We got 4 minutes. We
Fucking
probably
crap.
should.
Look at that,
Perfect.
the
Once
rain's-
again, this is perfect.
We
So
should probably go
perfect
ahead and
timing.
take a quick break here and
get some more beers.
get some brews and
Yeah.
get ready to start the day.
Yeah.
Yep. And we'll
All
get.
right.
We'll.
Yep.
Cheers.
A little
Cheers.
bit. Cheers.
What's he doing over there?
He's twisting.
Oh, he's just getting it positioned right.
Yeah.
And welcome. Hey, we're at Rock the Junction 2018.
We have one Mr. Brian Graham joining the show from 4 Day Ray.
Hey, Brian. Man, we haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah. Well, I've been on sabbatical. Not really, but it sounded good.
What you drinking down
You guys
there?
been keeping busy.
Oh, I'm drinking a mild from Broadripple Brew Pub.
Ah,
It's
Mr. Mullens.
fantastic.
Jordan knows Mr. Mullens well.
We became
so
very much more
good.
acquainted this this
They
trip.
are very close.
Yep. Yeah, it's
Intimately.
Oh boy. Hey, we're up in God's country here, so we don't need to be talking about that.
Yes, because Brian, the show is very PC.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they had an Imperial ESB, and I said, hey, what kind of marketing BS is that? And then they said, well, that's real cool coming from someone that had a glitter beer. So I had to be quiet from there.
Oh, there, yeah.
You had a glitter beer?
Is that the collab with Grand Junction?
I don't know.
I think it is.
You,
Oh, is
you
it?
did
Yeah.
a glitter beer?
Imperial?
We
I
did
think
a
so.
glitter beer for St.
for
Patrick's
fuck's
Day.
sake.
It was awesome. Yeah,
it was awesome.
It was.
What was it?
So we did. It was the. All right, so you guys will appreciate this story. So we've had an Irish car bomb stout before.
Right.
All right. So someone
I'm not familiar with that.
Someone posted and said, "Hey, why don't you try going over to Ireland and ordering an Irish car bomb?"
Car moms. Oh, sorry, different.
It was. I'm like, wow. We're just. I don't know. It's almost like you can't really do anything anymore. It's crazy.
Oh, they were mad at you because of the name?
Yeah, the name. They were like, that is not. You can't say that.
But
So when I'm in China and they do finger cuffs, what do I ask for?
Did you say finger? I missed
Change.
something.
He said finger something.
Finger
I heard
cuffs.
fingering, and then I looked
Finger
up.
cuffs.
Finger cuffs.
If I'm in China, what do you ask for? Just,
What is
no,
that?
same competition.
Is
Just-
that a drink?
No, but it's like, how do you get, why are they, no, what? Oh my God.
Hey, we digress.
No, I do, I understand completely, yeah. They were mad at you for the name of the beer? So you had to change the name? But
yeah, they were
okay.
they were mad because of the Irish car bomb.
Oh, good Lord. I order car bombs all the time. They're delicious drinks.
I don't get it. Anyway,
It's
so
it's
that
probably
was
the top selling drink at a fucking Flogging Molly show, at least in America.
right.
But it's a
Guinness,
fucking
Bailey's,
drink.
and Jameson.
Fuck, I mean, just
Yes.
Settle
so we had to
down.
deal with that first.
Yeah,
So there
great.
was that, right? And so then, we took that beer and we added gold glitter to it for the St. Patrick's Day celebration. It was cool, And then, of course, we got a bunch of flack for the glitter.
Of course.
Which I'm gonna
Wasn't-
tell
wasn't-
you
did you
guys,
color the beer green?
It's called marketing. No, we didn't color anything green. No green beer.
green glitter,
No. It was gold glitter.
gold glitter.
Was the glitter procured fresh from a stripper? I mean, was it fresh gold glitter? Or
Probably would have
Well, that would be
received
boring.
better
Hopefully it's
if
old
it was.
glitter.
You know what? We
Need some
actually
old glitter.
we scraped it off of the stage and collected
that's
it
beautiful.
from there. Yes, and then we added it in. How about
freshly
that?
harvested from your local
Yes.
strip joint?
So a combination of baby powder and
Yeah,
jizz.
yeah,
shame.
Probably,
You know,
probably still
Low
safer than
inhibitions.
Mullens nuts.
Right, but you know the baby powder was so insignificant. We just didn't bother adding that in. So it was just pot of gold, stout basically is what we called it.
Beautiful.
So yeah, it was nice. And coincidentally, there were probably 5 other area breweries that did the same thing.
Yeah.
So, but everybody felt the need to comment on our page and say that we were the Antichrist because
I would take that as a compliment.
You're bastardizing craft beer.
Oh dear God!
Because of the
Relax.
glitter?
Said the
Because
guys
of the
who
glitter, yeah.
They're doing a
Wow.
marketing ploy. It's not like it changed the flavor or anything.
Did you sell a lot of the glitter beer?
It was the first Firkin gone.
All right.
Nice.
And
And you
people,
know what?
people
They-
loved it, right? They came in and they
Oh
thought it
no,
was
they
great.
was like, oh, I'll have the glitter beer. They didn't care what it was. They just knew
They
it
didn't
had
know what it
glitter
was,
in
yeah.
it.
Just-
Like
right.
women ordering this, and it's like black, and they're like, oh, okay, whatever. And then they would take their cell phone out and they'd flash it up there, and you can see the gold glitter in it, and it's like, oh, awesome.
So then I would say if you turned a huge profit on it, fuck them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
Sorry, that's just the way life goes.
Sure.
So is the glitter now stuck in? I mean, I'm trying to figure out how that comes out.
No,
what
you
are your
don't.
kidney-
Hey,
what
wait,
are your
you don't
kidneys
pee it
gonna
out.
do with
You
the
don't.
glitter?
You don't pee it out.
Damn it, that would've been awesome.
It's confectioners. It's absorbed.
Oh,
It's
damn it.
fine.
You poop it out. You have
No, you
glittery
should have
poops.
seen.
It's not
and
like
then-
Goldschlager?
So just behind the derogatory, why are you doing this? And you're screwing with craft beer. The most noted question behind that was, am I gonna pee out glitter? Am I gonna poop it out? It's like, no, it's food grade. It's fine. It's okay.
It's food grade. It's not stripper grade glitter. Come on.
I just went to Walmart and bought the glitter in the school out. Just dumped it right in there. It's-
Ooh, yeah. That might
might
be
cut your
nasty.
intestines up a little bit.
Yes, that might be metallic. I do have those ornaments for my kids, and they're rusting right now.
Ooh.
So
Yeah, you don't want
That
those.
would be bad.
So what's FDR got on deck? What do you got out? What are you guys delivering today? And what you got coming up?
So on deck. So today, most notably, we had the blood orange blonde last year, but we have a blueberry blonde this year. It's
Ooh.
fantastic. Very subtle. Has a little bit of lemon in it, so it just helps round out and just sharpen up the finish on that.
Would you say if you had erectile dysfunction,
That's
would
what
it
I
help
have.
you get
Wow.
that taken care
really?
of?
Are we still talking about that?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
Absolutely.
Good.
Yep.
I'm drinking ESD from Ash and Elm.
Oh,
I don't know
that
what the
stuff's
E and the
good.
D stands for. but the S is pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah. I had that earlier. It was fantastic. By the way, we have Astronome at our place.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
you guys got that on
they're
tap?
the bomb diggity.
That's awesome.
And by the way,
4-day
Brian,
rate
I
hooking
just
it
double checked. We actually can come out to see you June 12th, not June 5th.
Oh,
June
wow.
5th is booked, but
Oh,
June
okay.
12th we're available.
Wow,
That's
you
what it
guys
was.
are the shit.
He's
That's
horrible.
fine.
People like us.
Yeah, I know. I get it. I understand why.
Time fills up.
Yeah.
You know, what can I say?
It happens.
It's
But
fine.
we love 4-day Ray. We want to come out and hang
Yep.
out with you and get the whole story. I know you have some kind of summer series coming up that's kind of exciting.
Yeah, so we're calling it Summer Break, and we're going to take the blonde, and we're going to just do some wacky stuff with it. So
That's what I do with my blondes.
Yeah. Yep. You got to do wacky stuff with blondes, for
Absolutely.
sure. Yeah. And
God bless
so coming out for Memorial Day weekend, we're going to do a strawberry balsamic cream ale. It's going to be
I'm
amazing.
going to call it She-Wolf. Oh, wait. No, that's... Sorry.
Yeah.
Beer
You
Fest.
know, it's probably not going to have any sort of clever name like that. Because you know what? If you try to do that, it's just the ladies, they don't
Oh, I know.
You know what? They don't want to order vagina sweat. That's just,
Yeah, I don't understand that.
They
Now
don't
wait a
know.
minute. It is 2018. Some do.
That's a beer name for you. Vagina sweat.
Vagina sweat.
Are you going to edit that out?
No,
I'm live,
no.
so we're good.
And I want to do the artwork for the can.
Wow. You know what? I apologize. I've been up since 4:45 this morning, and I think I've been drinking that long, too. So that's fine.
But the real question
Nobody
today,
listens to this show.
Oh, okay.
when is my next batch of Hobo coming out?
Man,
Because I think we're at 5 now.
I can't commit to it. I don't know. We have a Berliner Weiss coming out next week.
I can't wait for that.
Yes.
Now I was I had a sample of that a couple of weeks
Oh,
ago
it's
from the
nice.
tank.
It's tart. It's not a sour.
It was awesome.
And then we're also going to offer it traditionally. You can get the fruit puree with it. So we have sour cherry, raspberry, and woodruff. And for all those playing at home, woodruff is I liken it to a herbal cream soda flavor. Is kind of the way it comes across.
And then they're going to run it all through a glitter Randall.
No.
gold.
No.
Glitter Randall.
No. It was like we would literally have every German probably bombing our place
Oh yeah.
if we put glitter in any German style beer.
So you name that one Pearl Harbor?
Oh!
No
Damn.
comment. No comment.
German
I'll cut that out.
German's
I know,
bomb
Jack
I was
Mark
about
did.
to say.
It was actually an Animal House reference when he said when the
that's right.
Germans bombed Pearl. Yes.
Yes, that's right. Okay.
Yes.
I forgot.
It was
that
an Animal House
Good
reference,
pull,
not
good
a
pull.
not a historical reference. My
Oh.
bad.
Animal
Sorry.
House. Love it.
That he wants to cut out, not the vagina beer. Anyway,
You're worried about the Germans.
I'll be there next week. for
I'm
that,
more
'cause
worried about the
excited
vaginas.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I cut it
gonna
out
be good.
Friday, right?
Yeah.
Sweet. Awesome.
Yep. Friday.
Sounds good.
Yep. Absolutely.
Fucking right.
Yeah. So then we have the summer stuff. So. Yeah, we're plugging along. We're trying to do distribution in Marion County, so look out for that. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Excellent.
Yep.
Oh, I'm about out of Blueberry Blonde, so it's almost time for me to get a beer.
Nice.
Me too. So
Boys.
all right, Brian,
Yeah,
thanks
thanks,
for coming
guys.
on.
Thanks for
Let us
stopping
know
by
if we
for a
can
minute.
come out there and hook up with June 12th.
Yeah, absolutely.
So all right, thank you, sir. Thanks for coming on the show.
Yep.
All right.
Thanks.
Cheers.
And
we're
welcome back. Rock the Junction here. And
yeah.
we have a special guest. We have just an innocent bystander, as we like to call them.
My wife doesn't say I'm too innocent, but
Not too
that's
innocent?
fine.
Oh.
No,
Well, how about you give us a little intro, sir? Where are you from? What do you do? What you got going on?
okay, I've got a list here.
Holy
I'm an
crap.
engineer. I got a list. Who wants to take a look at it first?
Wow.
I've got another one just for you, or whoever wants to look at it. Same thing. Just made it
Mike-
yesterday.
Wow. What the hell are
This
you
is
doing?
all the microbreweries in the Indianapolis area. That's within like 4 or 5 miles. On the back are yet to open, and the ones that are closed.
Yeah. Bent rail.
Now,
cutters.
have you been to all of these breweries, or is that what your intention is?
I just hit Mind Over Mash yesterday.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I
Oh,
wanna
so you're
get
going
there.
down the list.
That's the brand
Well,
new
no,
one.
that's brand new. It just
Yeah.
opened last weekend, but we were out of town. Yeah, we're down at
So were we.
Story, Indiana, for a brew festival down there, and so let's see. You want to count the ones you've been to, or the ones you haven't been to, or
Been there, 1, 2. Yeah, we'll get there. You guys keep interviewing.
What did you think
I'll
of
count.
Mind Over Mash?
It's starting. It's a 10-barrel brewing system.
Mhm.
They've
Bobby Clean.
Bobby, yeah, that's the one. They've got a good location. It's clean. They're getting started. Their beers are okay. They'll do nothing but getting better.
Oh yeah.
You know, it was pretty good. I got lost trying to find it. Of course, I was way over there in Brownsburg.
Do you have some favorites already built up from Indianapolis?
Yeah. I mean, the favorite is obviously Deviate Brewing, but you know, a couple of years ago when I have that list going, people would ask what my favorite would be, and I would tell them Union Brewing.
Mm-hmm.
And I finally figured out it wasn't really because of the beer, although it was. It was the atmosphere.
The atmosphere, yeah.
Yeah, you go there in the summer, you got the outside, you can sit down, you got fires, you can look at the stars and all
but
that.
they got some good beers, and I like the fact they got some old-fashioned beer draw systems.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. It's all cask.
Yes,
Cask
they do a lot of
beers.
cask, yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I went through the list, and of your list, there are only 10 we actually haven't been to.
Oh!
Yeah, we get around a lot.
We've been around for a
We're
while.
like a prom queen.
Yeah.
yeah, I've been around a lot. And Moontown right over there is pretty good, too.
Oh, God, we
They're
love
amazing.
Pete
Love
and his boys, Patrick and Bobby, they do a really good job over there.
We were hitting them up.
Everything
for,
on this table says Moontown.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
We've been big fans since like
Yeah,
2
we love
years
it.
before they actually opened.
Yes.
That was this is actually my first. Moontown was one of my first craft beers when I moved back up here in 2000.
Yeah, because we met them at
and
You
2
have the
years ago.
lightest Moontown beer I've ever seen.
Isn't it great? It's water.
we met them at the first Hop and Model or.
Oh, we met him at
Oh,
Anderson.
Hop Model.
and then,
Next Hoppin' Model was
Next-
that the German? That's the German festival.
Next Hop Model. The first year, that's when we met them, and
Yeah.
they weren't even brewing yet.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
they were just there hanging out, and they came and talked to us. And then that's probably about 3-4 months later is when Pat moved up here, and then we became involved with them.
So you've been gathering this list for what your wife said you've been doing this for years. I mean, are you like an official like beer reviewer?
I guess
Like a
I
beer
must
critic?
be somewhere on the spectrum, you know, to do something like that.
The OCD spectrum, yes.
Yeah.
Which is why Patrick loves it.
Now, if you notice on the right, there are ratings.
He's got a rating system too. Yes,
is
here. Pass.
awesome.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
I have
yeah.
to pass that around.
Inside the brackets, that's the brewing system
Can we
size.
keep one of these?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sweet.
And my email address is in the back in case you want me to send you the Word document.
Well, hell yeah.
You know?
Damn. Dude, it's all documented out. That's pretty awesome.
Now, we got into all this, and we don't even know who you are. Could you give us a little background on you?
Oh, Evan Williams, just an old codger from Zionsville now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Evan Williams is on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Can we say that without copyright?
Yeah, because it's not Evan Williams' trademark.
Okay,
It's Evan Williams, the
Yeah,
guy.
and interestingly, I don't like any whiskey or bourbon.
Oh.
And that includes bourbon barrel beer,
There's where I
too.
was going. You don't like any of the
Really?
barrel-aged stuff.
No.
So no dragon's
Really?
milk, no. Wow.
Really? Well, that's
Yeah,
got to limit
I-
some of your choice. Nah, it doesn't really limit. So
But-
are you an IPA guy? Are you a stout guy?
Stout.
Good
Nice.
man. Which
Well-
again, we're going to be in the it's the stout drought because it's summer, and it's
Yeah.
so hard to find. You know, people aren't. I mean, they keep their basic stouts on, but you're not going to see you don't see a lot of new stouts in the summer.
And what's the deal with that? Why? I mean, why is stout weather dependent?
You know, and here's have you been to Tin Man? I didn't look through all the list, but they actually have an imperial stout that they say they do all summer or all year long because it sells really well in
Oh, yeah?
Kokomo,
Well, that's great.
which is odd. That's very cool. Metazoa's got a chai stout on. And
Yeah, I
they
had
have
that.
They have it here tonight. Very very cool. The girl said was awesome with biscuits and gravy, which
Well, like
I'm gonna believe her and try it.
yeah, Jordan's holding it up. I think what you do see some of
Ivory
the
stouts.
But
the
they're out
ivory
there.
stout
The ivory
you'll see
stout
more
is-
of in the
yeah.
summer. You can still get the stout, but
Just
something
had
about the really thick, dark.
But it's
you
not
know,
the same.
Like, yeah, it's not the it's not
but
the same.
it's
Got
not the same,
It's
but-
never the same as a real good stout.
Yeah.
Well, I keep on bugging Mike and Greg up at Deviate to get stouts on there, so they at least have one, maybe two.
They do some crazy stuff.
They do.
Yeah.
You'll never see it at competitions because
Yeah.
it doesn't exactly fit into
Because
any
it doesn't fit in any category.
No.
So they can't, yeah.
except good or
Which-
like really good.
Which your purists will say, it's not a real, but there's room for all of it.
yeah.
If there's room for all of it. If you experimental beers versus the traditional, brewing in the tradition, of a standard, like, there's places doing a good Dunkel, which is a traditional, but they'll still experiment. I think there's room for all of it without being entirely snobby about it.
Well, that has to do with the second number on my rating list. The first one is the brewing system size.
Okay.
The second one is number of beers they have on tap year round.
Okay.
If you look at Deviate, they only have one. If you go to Deviate, there'll be 3 years this August.
Yeah, but they have like 8-9 lines usually going.
Yeah.
So he only keeps one standard.
Only one. Yeah, only one. Hop Supremacy.
Right.
And even then, they change a little bit on that. So if you go to a brewery like that, they're all going to be new.
Yeah.
You can come back in 2 or 3 weeks and you'll see stuff new. But if you see a number like 7 or 8, it's the same old stuff.
Right.
Well, if you like the same old stuff, hey, that's great.
Right.
Yeah. If you're going to be your neighborhood place, and you're going back and forth, that's fine, yeah.
Well, plus they have the cafeteria-style seating. It's long tables.
Yeah, we've been there, yeah.
And I just love picking on people and sitting with them, just like I'm sitting with you guys, picking on you. Or maybe you're picking on me, I don't know.
No, we're doing good.
And then the 2 outside the brackets, that's whether they have food or not, so an F and N. And then an overall rating from 0 to 9. Because people are telling me to rate it. That's hard. I mean, I rate it according to how I like it.
Right.
That's awesome.
So a way to do it.
We'll have to throw that up on our blog page.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You get a copy of that.
We kind of pride ourselves on drinking bad beer, so you don't have to. But
thank you.
There's no such thing as a bad beer. It's just not officially, maybe just not for us.
Right.
Like some people like sours. I'm a big IPA fan. Is there something that you shy away from?
Well, I went to the wood shop down in Bloomington, the Upland, and no one was there really, so I had my whole pick of the place. They had like maybe 12 taps, all sours. I didn't like one of them.
Okay.
I am not a sour. I'm not a whiskey. I guess I'm heterosexual. I mean,
You're a meat and potatoes type of guy.
Yeah, there you
right?
go. It's in my genes.
Awesome. No, I like that. That's pretty awesome. You're keeping a nice list there. Yeah, we'll have to check that out again.
Now, this is Indiana, but do you go discover outside Indiana as well?
Well, this is only within like 4 or 5 miles of Indianapolis.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I just had to knock like 2 or 3 off the list because I mean, one was out in just past Plainfield, a little too far.
Yeah.
Danville just opened up.
Yeah.
And another one was a little too far south. Had to knock them off the list. And surprisingly, I have to knock these guys off the list too.
Who, Metazoa?
Grand Junction.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I guess they're outside.
Yeah.
Or just expand your your radius.
They're within they just don't brew here.
Right.
They brew up
they're
there.
brewing up. Yeah.
Right, but
So this one is off the list.
well,
but
yeah,
that
this
one's
address,
on.
yeah. Well, the tap room, yeah. Go to the
Well,
go to the
like
tap room one.
Sun King, they brew up on 96th Street. They're
Right.
going to brew in different locations, so they're on there 2 or 3 times. But
Okay. Yeah, I did see that. So we just got to start expanding your circle now.
yeah, my wife would love that.
She left you. Hey, don't worry about it. She left
Yeah,
you.
I know.
She literally just up and left.
She took a couple pictures and split. Later.
Yeah, she did.
Well, Evan, thanks for stopping by.
Okay.
Thanks for the list, man. We appreciate you coming on, telling us a little bit about what you're doing.
Absolutely.
And enjoy the rest of the beers. I mean, there's not a lot of stouts out today.
No, there
Yeah.
was one back there. I know. I'm
What have you had
try,
today
though.
so far? Sorry.
Beer.
What? No, but what's?
I don't know. I mean, I go up and I ask for the stoutest they have, and
anything caught your fancy so far yet? Because you came in on the VIP, swing of things.
There were a couple hot chicks that were kind of caught my fancy.
Sweet.
Yeah.
There's a couple here tonight. Yeah.
nice.
Evan, you fit in just
It's
It's
getting
fine.
hotter out here. The clothes are starting to come off. That's what I like about it.
Sweet.
Some of these things.
I'm liking Evan Williams.
Hey.
Evan Williams is the bomb, right?
Williams kicks ass.
We promise we'll keep our clothes on.
Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to your podcast.
I
or
can't
wherever it
can't
is.
promise anything.
Yeah, well, Jordan,
Griswold.
you got a card to give him?
Sure, I do. Actually, I have a few.
So we'll give you a card. At least you can find it out on the webpage. We're on Facebook, though, on
Okay.
our webpage and all that. But he'll give you
All
a
the
card
fun
and get to
stuff.
the
Do you have
webpage.
like podcasts or anything you do? Or?
Well, this is all that.
Okay.
We've got we've been doing this for 3 years now.
Yeah, at least.
And
Close.
you can also listen on Indian Tune on Sunday nights. They play our one of the last week's show on their
Okay.
Indian Tune. So, all right,
Okay,
Evan,
well,
thanks,
nice
man.
having
Enjoy
a
the
beer
day.
with
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye
Evan
now.
Williams.
Cheers. Hey!
Hey,
We are back. Rock the Junction 2018.
20,018.
20,000 leagues
Damn.
under the sea.
We really jumped.
Brennan's been drinking a little bit.
Hey, this is amazing. This year we have John Knight with us, and you are the founder of Grand Junction, and you started this whole Rock the Junction scene, and it's been great of a year. I don't know what the first year, because we missed the first year. This is our second of 3, but it started out as a monsoon both years, but then it's just this beautiful day, and everybody comes out. It's been awesome.
Yeah, and thank you guys for having me on. I appreciate that, and I love what you guys do for Indiana craft beer and the entire scene. It was deja vu. It was crazy. I sat there with Mike Hofferman, our head brewer, so I'm under the tent, and he looks at me and goes, John, this is eerily like last year.
I was waiting for the lightning strike.
So last year, for those of you listening, we actually had a lightning strike about 150 feet away from where everybody was setting up in their booths, and it was a little disconcerting.
The poor tipsy-turvy lady.
Yeah.
She got stung a little bit there.
Yeah, she did. So the fire department came out, had to crawl through an attic and all that kind of good stuff out here. Yeah. So it's it's Indiana, right?
Yeah,
it's an
exactly.
outdoor.
That's what we say.
It's an outdoor craft beer festival, and that's actually what makes it unique. That's actually what makes it kind of different and special. Is that we're doing something outdoor. It's a street festival. It's a street festival here in Hamilton County, and as you guys can see, it's pretty popular this year. So we're excited about it.
Yeah, your tickets almost you pretty much sold out. I think.
Really, really close to selling out. We actually stopped ticket sales online.
So you could have some left over for on day of.
We went ahead and we sold out, and then we released some more tickets a couple days ago. And then we were getting so many inquiries on Facebook and email that people were going, "Can I buy tickets the day of?" And we caved. We were like, "Yeah, sure,
right?
Yeah, we'll do day of sales."
Well, yeah, but I mean, and everybody's still here.
Yeah.
As weird as the weather is, there's ponchos and there's umbrellas, and everybody still came down.
Again,
just like last year though. Last year
Indiana, people are prepared.
Yeah, we're kind of used. Yeah, it's kind of used to this. It's
exactly.
like, oh, hey, it's raining. Great. Okay, that's all right. Give it 5 minutes. Hold my beer, bro.
Yeah.
What's great is people come out and come out for the great beer. There's so many fantastic breweries out here, and what I love, we all always talk about the great Indiana scene. How we love these festivals because the brewers love each other, and there's just a lot of great beer out here. It's summertime now, a lot of IPAs out, some cool sours out there. But Grand Junction, you guys did a collab with Broadripple, which was amazing. The ESB, the Imperial ESB, which sounded odd, but
it worked.
Yeah,
so the name of the Imperial ESB that we just released is #InsertHypeHere. And there's a backstory to it. We'll talk more about it at some point, probably not on the show, but it's just we are true to style, and we talk about that. And when we did our thing at the tap room and stuff. We've done our show before at the Brew Pub.
Yeah.
Grand Junction's all about being true to stile, and we'll kill ourselves trying to be true to style.
Right.
So it's great, and the cool thing, and I mentioned it earlier, actually off mic, right?
Yeah.
That what's interesting about Grand Junction Brewing Company is it was founded by myself, who I grew up in Dewsbury, England, and my family's from North Allerton, England. Which is about 5 to 8 miles away from where John Hill grew up in England,
awesome.
Founder of the Broadripple Brew Pub. So it couldn't get any closer than that.
Yeah.
I mean, and so when we do a collaboration between Broadripple Brew Pub, the oldest brew pub in the state of Indiana, and Grand Junction, we share a mindset. So we share a mindset about the styles and where we want to go. Like
there's got to be something special going on when you're brewing that beer, just because of that.
And why not? So of course it had to be an Imperial ESB. It was going to be an ESP. Why not just go ahead and make it an Imperial ESB, right?
It's awesome. And I mean, we talked about it on the one show we did with you guys, the last show we did at the tap room, and there's a place for all of it. There's nothing wrong with doing true to style. It's still craft. It's still craft beer, though. It's still craft.
Yeah,
because you're not brewing it in big giant systems. But there's nothing wrong with going back to the originals and back to the Dunkels and the other kinds of things that have always been there. Yep. And there's room for the experimenters.
Yeah,
and
absolutely
there's no love loss. I mean, some people might have a problem with it, but there's nothing wrong with it.
The experimentals are just fun once in a while. Yeah. You see something, a gimmicky type beer. It is fun to try that and have something a little different for once. Well, some of them I've seen done very, very well. Some of them I've seen that have been done that
some of them need to go. Some of them need to go back to doing some.
But to me,
true to style beers.
It can be a bridge to bring people over who maybe not get into even beer alone. But
one of my favorite
beers
of all time is an experimental. The Creeper that we talk about a lot was a phenomenal beer. It's from down in Tennessee, but it was a Carolina Reaper pepper put in a beer.
Yeah,
I thought it was going to be horrible. We all did, and we tasted it. We're like, holy shit. That's amazing.
To me, that sounds fantastic. I actually
it was. It was.
Yeah.
Briar Scratch, thank you. Yeah, we were zipping through town and we ended up staying the whole night because the beer was so damn good, and we just stayed.
But I think even
Very
go back,
cool.
going back, I think craft breweries doing some of the traditional styles and doing them well also makes it more approachable to the average beer drinker here.
Yeah.
Because if you go look at if you were to go into the liquor store even and look at the full German aisle, it's intimidating.
Yeah.
On what, you're getting old school German or European beers that they do bring over here. It's wicked intimidating.
Yeah.
But if you give them a nice, I go back to Dunkels because I love Dunkels and stuff.
Yeah.
But if you give them that at a craft, it feels safer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's less intimidating.
Yep.
They're willing to try, and they're going to probably experience a classic beer that's been around for eons that they've just never had before.
Yeah. Well, and when you have, you got the founder of the company in Grand Junction that came from England.
Yeah.
You got a brewer with the last name of Hofferman, with some German influence and all that.
And he wears some, man, his Daisy Dukes are awesome.
Oh, dude. His jorts are fantastic. They are. They are fantastic. If you've never caught Mike Hofferman in his jorts at one of these festivals,
come to Rock the Junction.
Come to Rock the Junction next year. If you're not here this year, come to Rock the Junction next year.
I think
You'll be sporting him.
This is when he breaks them out, though, right? Because his legs are white as a ghost.
It
right
is
now.
when he breaks them out, but I'm thinking they'll probably get broken out again at Summerfest.
Right, but his legs might be more tan by then.
Yeah, well, let's hope. Love you, Mike.
So tell us about because you have a lot of sponsors for Rock the Junction this year. List off who you want to, shout outs.
Sure.
We want to know about, whatever you need to plug and you want to plug and say thanks.
Yeah, great number of sponsors. First off, the city of Westfield. I mean, they've embraced us from day one.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that we're able to close an entire city block down to do this, and to be quite honest with you, it's the heart of downtown. I mean, this is Union Street. It's a main thoroughfare. It's 32 in Union, so it's a main thoroughfare. I mean, they provide all the blockades. I mean, we're sitting here in the tent doing the show here, and they got a dump truck that says City of Westfield right here blocking so no one runs through and hits all the people. I mean, they have embraced it. They're huge supporters of it. We could not have better partners for an event like this. So City of Westfield, first shout out without question. Garage Kings of Indianapolis. The guys that run Garage Kings of Indianapolis, they're Westfield natives. So we went back to the roots. They're the title sponsors. Amazing guys. They're young. They're aggressive. They embody exactly what we do, which is fantastic. We got Centier Bank. We got Tim Shooting Academy. We got Fairway Independent Mortgage Corp. We got Essler's Auto Repair. We have Weedine, Indy, and then we have Westfield Cycle Sports. And Westfield Cycle Sports, I want to give a special shout out to them. This is their third year of being a sponsor. They were there from the beginning.
Nice.
They're right here in town. Amazing deals on bikes. They do bikes, motorcycles, UTVs, the whole 9 yards. But the main thing, and without those sponsors, we wouldn't be able to put this on.
Oh, yeah.
That's bottom line.
Yeah.
The main thing I want to convey about Rock the Junction is that this is a 100% charity-based event. 100% of the net proceeds from this event go right back into the local community. This year, we've continued our Grand Junction Brewing Company scholarship. We award 2 scholarships at Westfield High School to graduating seniors. We make it a point to award one to a traditional 4-year academic pursuit, and then the second is vocational. Because it's underserved, right? We want to get a trade school in there, so we make sure we do that as well.
Nice,
awesome.
And then in addition, this year we were happy to announce that we were able to give $1,000 back to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. We lost a member of the local Indiana craft beer scene to suicide. Sean Lamb.
Yep.
It was devastating. It affected a lot of people. We did a collaboration beer with Sean Manahan at Copacetic.
Yep.
And it was true to style for Sean Lamb. It was an imperial nut brown with some marshmallows in it, and it was fantastic actually.
Amen.
So we took $1 from every single pint we sold. While it was on tap, we split the number of kegs between Copacetic and us, and then $1 from everything went to that fund or to that foundation.
Awesome.
And we are stroking a check on our on Grand Junction's behalf for $1,000 to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention in Sean's honor.
Nice.
That's awesome.
See, that's why we like doing these ones.
Yep.
We love doing the charity events and all that just to try to help out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think
Really
that's
awesome.
one of the special things again about Indiana is it really is a close, tight network with the brewers, and that's why. And I mean, it does mean a lot, and everybody knows everybody, and it's very cool. And
But you got to have a
yeah,
good
you can
relationship
do
too
this.
with some of the people on the street too,
Yeah.
like because you're blocking off Erica's place. Was it Erica? There's a pizza place,
Erica's
and then
place
Erica's
was Jan's
place.
Village Pizza. What we did this year is we left the sidewalk open.
Okay,
So
they
we went
still get-
ahead. Yeah, we went ahead and left the sidewalk open so their customers can obviously still access the businesses. But yes, we
And then
have
the pharmacy across the way here.
the pharmacy actually shut down, and it's a great pharmacy. If you don't have a pharmacy that you need, obviously
nothing wrong with a local one.
Yeah,
It's-
check out the Westfield Pharmacy. They're great people. If you're looking for some CBD oil,
They're letting
check
us
out the
use-
Westfield Pharmacy. The pharmacist is fantastic. He'll explain exactly what you need to do as far as dosing and making sure that you're taking the correct quantity and all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah,
So-
they're great. They're giving us our power right now. So
yeah, they shut down. They shut down for today for this.
Which is odd. I think
we swapped them some VIP tickets.
I guess,
so
yeah,
they shut down.
because it's odd. I think they'd be open because people want to go in there and get
Yeah.
out of the heat a little bit.
Well, I can see the suntan lotion from here, so I would have,
I did get our peanuts.
It
and
ruined
our,
Roberto's night because
he's
screwed now.
I'm screwed.
He can't get his fix.
I can't get my ED fix, but I did get some peanuts and some pretzels from them.
Get
so.
some sunblock for Hofferman's legs. Love you, Hoff.
That is fantastic.
But John, thank you, man. We love this,
yeah.
man. We want to do this
Thank
every
you guys.
year.
Yeah,
This
thank
is
you
an
guys for
amazing
coming
event.
out.
We love it.
We
And again,
appreciate the space.
We really try to back off the festivals. There's too many festivals, so we try to do the ones that are important
a
to us
bunch
and the
of them,
charity festivals, and this is one that
This
we
has
wanna-
become another of our
Yeah.
annual. I mean,
Yeah.
we've got four annual ones we've been at so far. I think
Yeah.
the last 2-3 years. So
Yeah, we
we're
try to
not
stick
going to
to
not
those.
go this one anymore. This will be one of our. This is one of our cornerstones.
Yeah. Well,
And then
thank
we
you for
got
that.
what is the other one? Cammy's Cause will be one of our another
yeah.
cornerstone ones. And but yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do, and it's just getting bigger. So far, I mean, look.
Yeah,
geez.
I just turned around.
VIP
I
is,
just turned
over.
around. I'm sitting here on the mic, and I just turned around and
the street is
packed.
full.
yeah, the street is full.
The sun is out,
The
beer's
sun is out,
flowing,
the
and
beer's
Pierce-
flowing.
people here. That's
It's fantastic.
Great
Thanks for
day.
having us. I know you got to get back to work, but
Yeah, thank you.
Love you guys.
Thank you
you.
guys. Love you
Thank
guys
you.
too.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Go.
Hey.
Hey, we're back. We're minus a few pigs. I know they went to eat and they won't come out.
They switched
again.
from beer to pizza for a
I
minute.
know they won't. I can't even find them.
Slackers.
They're like, we're across the street. I'm like, you're across the street exactly. Get your ass over here.
Not just across the street. They're at Jan's Village Pizza
That's true.
in Westfield, so give her some love.
Hey, Brendan, who
up?
do we have with us?
One of
I like to make it cheesy and
these guys.
stupid.
These guys get so many shout-outs every week, especially from myself, Dougie Fresh, and Cowboy. You guys are one of our favorites in Indianapolis. Not just Indianapolis,
you're all
Indiana, Michigan.
Yeah, right.
We love Tin Man.
All right.
We do.
Hey.
I think Tin Man's one
No,
of
he
the
does.
one of the greatest breweries in the state.
Wow.
Pound for pound, every beer.
Thank you.
I love you guys.
Well, awesome.
He does.
So, yeah. So we have to get to the Kokomo Tap House and
Yes, absolutely.
and but we love your beer. We just think it's incredible. I can't. I'm gonna gush. I'm blushing because your beer is so good, and I love you guys. I'm glad to have you on the show.
Well, I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me come over.
Introduce
Yeah.
yourself, please.
Okay, my name is Amanda Luton,
And you?
I am the owner of the Kokomo Tap Room location.
We unfortunately have a friend who in common, and
Unfortunately,
we
did you say?
kind of hate the guy.
No,
He's
you
awful.
can't hate the guy.
No, we love the guy.
He's horrible.
He's one of the greatest guys I've ever met. Jeremy.
He does
Nicely.
not live up to his name at all.
And
He
we were
does.
confused. She goes, "Hey, you know Jeremy?" I was like, "Yeah." And then she said,
Which
"He works
Jer-
for you guys." I went,
I completely saw pigs.
"Yeah." And I went.
And I just went there.
So I was like, "Wait a minute, this girl has no idea who I am." Like, who's
I'm like-
Jeremy? That was okay. It's Jeremy Nicely.
Okay.
but the comedy that you know him
yes.
Right.
was like hilarious.
That is
Right.
pretty
It was
funny.
like, yeah, I do know Jeremy.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I think if you're in Indiana and you drink beer, you know Jeremy.
Pretty much.
If
I-
you drink good beer,
he
Yeah.
knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows everybody. He's
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
got
he
that
was
face.
around. I don't know how he did that too. I mean, because he came over from where, like Greenland or Iceland or New Zealand. I don't know. over brewing beer
he
somewhere.
went from Fiddler's Hearth to, and then he went over to the
Sweden,
Netherlands,
Finland,
and
Netherlands.
now he's back, and
Yeah,
he's at
but he
War
knows
Pigs and-
everybody. Well, he was at Evil Check,
Evil Check, yeah,
and then War Pigs.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
but
We-
yeah,
we love them all, and we love Tin Man. So it's glad to have you here.
he's
Thanks for
a
having
scary. He's such a scary man. No, just kidding. So, Tin Man. All right. So what do you got? What are you guys pouring today?
Okay, so we brought in from Evansville the rhubarb sour, which you guys obviously love.
I am.
because
I am
just-
trying it.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's wonderful.
Yes.
And then we also brought the Circuit, which is a Bohemian Pilsner.
Mhm.
And then from Kokomo, we brought our Mango Malfunction, which is a mango IPA,
Okay.
which is a really number one pick for us.
Okay.
And then for the season, we brought in the Mega Wit, which is a Belgian wit.
Okay.
Great on a day like today to drink.
Well, yeah, that's what we were noticed. Most of, and this is kind of one of the start of the kickoffs of the festival season, and there's not a lot of stouts around. It's a stout drought.
We had that conversation, and yes, it is one of those times where people ask for it,
Right.
but it's
Typically
not the
not
season.
there. But what's
No.
cool with Kokomo and Tin Man is you guys have that Imperial Stout all year round. Right?
We do, because we have such a large demand. I said
Yeah.
that it's so funny
and I'm
because
surprised
it's
by that
I-
in that area.
90 degrees. I've got my stout drinkers, and they sit outside, and they want that Imperial Stout. So we keep it on draft as long as we haven't run out of it and have it in the tanks ready to go. But we keep that on all the time.
Those are the same people, like they're out on a bike ride, or doing a marathon, and they're just chugging back like
They pop
whole
in
milk.
for one and
no,
they knock it back.
No, those are the same people who are running a marathon and they're just chugging whole milk in between, at each rest stop,
Yeah.
Sunday
It
evening,
could
like,
be.
when I'm barbecuing, like I'll throw down something light or something easy,
Yeah. Yeah,
But
yeah.
honestly,
But
in
I
the
still like my
evening, I
stout.
would
In the
still
evening-
end up with stout.
Yes, in the evening I still want one. In the daytime, it is a little bit heavy, especially if it's a good stout. It is kind of like it's too heavy, in the heat.
I
For
can
me.
do a
For
regular
me.
stout
Why
in
do you
the
think
heat.
it's heavy, Pat? Sorry, that's a Brian Graham inside joke.
inside joke.
FDR. Love you, Brian. Anyway.
Because it's malty.
It's malty.
I'd say, but it's not really heavy. I can
It's
do.
not-
It's
It
not
depends
a
on the
heavy-
stout, but I like a good heavy stout, but I don't tend to drink them in the middle of the day.
So the Imperial Stout,
But
I
this-
wouldn't drink in the middle of the day.
This
That I
is
can
good.
drink all
All right,
day.
I'm going to pass around the rhubarb sour.
Oh,
It
it's
is
delicious.
a sour, but it's very good. It's not too tart, not too.
It's a kettle sour, so it's
yeah.
nice and light.
Jordan switched to Coca-Cola.
Just because I was eating pizza, I don't
Oh,
drink
that's
beer
right.
when I eat
He
pizza.
will not drink anything while he's eating food. Other than,
Oh my
other than
gosh,
soda
I
or
drink
water.
so much when I'm
Not
eating
beer.
food.
No alcohol. He does
Oh.
not drink
Beer?
alcohol.
But he'll suck down mayonnaise like a holy shit.
It's always
No,
been my
wait.
thing.
Beer pairs so well with food.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what
So-
I've said.
We've
he
been
does
doing a
not
lot of
do.
beer pairings. You know what? This is great.
It's a rhubarb. It's a
good,
rhubarb
delicious,
sour.
isn't it?
I'm not
Any
really
any
big on
info on the
sour
rhubarb
stuff.
So
sour?
easy, yeah.
Do you have any info on the background on the rhubarb sour?
Well, it's part of the Weld series from Evansville. They do rhubarb, they do cranberry, they do key lime, and they do strawberry.
Key lime.
And it's a kettle sour. So and they do their flagship is the Damascene. So
Okay.
a lot
I've
of
had
people.
the Damascene.
Yes, nice sweeter sour. So it's not so tart. It's a great introduction beer for somebody who maybe isn't into beer
Yeah.
or somebody wants something a little bit different. It's great on a hot day. It's one of those things that you can
Oh
totally.
yeah, this
drink.
one. Yeah, this I could drink all day. This I could drink
So-
most of the day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Easy.
absolutely.
Yeah,
so
you crush
Nick
that.
Davidson
Yeah.
started that series, and then he just wanted to kind of create a seasonal one so that you could kind of change with the seasons what's in and what's not.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So-
I want to try the key lime. I'm
Oh, yeah,
curious
that sounds
on that
good.
one.
I'm thinking
it's
some
good.
pork tacos with this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that would
Oh
be
my
good.
goodness.
Yeah.
Some pork tacos with some like smoke.
Ooh,
That
There
would
you go.
totally kill with that.
that would be good.
Little
Yeah.
cannabis. That, yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. We do have some CBD oil.
Grizz, you're not a big sour guy, so what do you think on the rhubarb?
Actually, that's what I was going to comment on. I don't like sours, but I would drink.
It's not that. It's not really that sour. It's
I
not.
like the
it's not like I
refreshing
would drink.
aspect
Yes,
of it.
They
Yeah.
really are. I mean, anybody. It's a great approachable beer.
Yeah.
It's a great way to get somebody to step towards that direction who maybe has never done it, and they're like, I don't like the taste of beer, and it's
Yeah.
still a beer, but it kind of gives them, and they're like, oh my gosh, I can totally drink that.
I think a lot of the if a lot of non-sour fans kind of tend away because they say it doesn't taste like beer anymore.
Well, yeah.
This still tastes like beer, and it's a beer.
It
It
is
is,
also.
but
It's a
it's
kettle
not-
sour too,
It is.
though.
It's,
Right.
but
So
it's really done well. It's
it's a
beautiful.
little different.
Yes.
It's because some of the sours are Yeah.
That's why I always say kettle.
Yes.
It's not
Right.
a barrel-aged sour. It's just a light, crisp kettle sour.
Yeah.
It just does really well.
It's
And you
not,
said
it's
you're
not
really
a we
kinda-
left the brewery open sour,
Whoops.
It's the that's the
whoops.
It's not a penicillin sour. That's what we make in our garage.
Okay, well, yeah, no, it's definitely not one of those.
Or at least the last thing.
Yeah,
we
the last
did.
thing we made in the
Yeah.
garage was a penicillin
Yeah.
sour.
I'm so sorry I missed that.
No, you're not.
No, you're
No,
not.
I'm
No.
not.
You are
No,
very
not
fortunate
at
that
all.
you missed it.
That was probably a lucky,
Well, you're saying you're kind of brewing more to your styles and Kokomo of
Right.
of who you're bringing in there, and so you're which again I'm surprised by the Imperial. What else is a big seller in Kokomo?
The mango IPA that
The
we
mango?
do,
Yeah, it's
the
delicious,
Overlord is
Oh, really?
still, it is a staple for us.
Mm-hmm.
We try to bring in seasonally people who grow local hops, so it might change up a little bit because we'll bring in local hops and go that direction. But the Overlord does really well. We do, the comedy is people always ask, what's the number one seller?
Right.
It runs the gamut. It
Yeah.
depends on the day, and it depends on, the feeling that everybody has.
Yeah.
But it really, it's such a broad spectrum. I'm so impressed and proud of Kokomo because they really they go in every direction.
It's kind of a good problem to have
It
when you don't
is.
have one
Yeah.
thing
No.
overshadowing something
No.
else.
Exactly.
That's
We're
good.
gonna be doing a show with Tin Man Kokomo. Can't wait. But tell us a little bit about the tap house and what do you expect when you go in there, and tell us about it.
So the tap house is a train depot.
Mm-hmm.
So it was originally the train depot, and what we've done is we've taken and obviously we put a 5-barrel system in, and we reused all of the wood from the brewery. So if you're familiar with building a brewery, you know that you have to have at least 6 inches of concrete to put the brewery system on. We had all this beautiful old oak wood floor that's
cool.
300 years. So we made all of our tabletops out of it, and we made our
Nice.
bar tops out of it, and then we rebuilt our walls out of it. So everything that you see is kind of from the brewery itself. It's
Nice.
really cool that it has a lot of character.
Yeah.
We left it as simple as we could. We've got these beautiful sliding doors. We didn't paint anything. We didn't stain anything. We just left everything the way it was and clear coated it. So when you walk in, it's a great setting. We are family friendly and pet friendly.
Oh, nice.
So we're one of the few in the state. We have to walk around the bar. So if anybody ever comes in and they ask, why are you walking around the bar? It is because we're family friendly.
Right.
We do a lot of games, so we've got board games available. We've got dog bowls available, so if you want to bring your dog, we'll get you on the water, or your kids.
Or Jordan.
and we do soda.
He likes the collar and the leash.
We don't
what I
supply
heard.
collars and leashes.
That's what I
Only
heard.
bowls.
He's got
I
it.
have my own.
Keeps it in the trunk of his car along with their freaking rape kit.
Wow.
Did I say that?
Yes, you did. We have popcorn. That's our food. You bring your own. We try to support the local people around us. So we have Oscar's Pizza delivers, Marvel Steakhouse delivers, and Three Amigos.
Nice.
So they'll all bring food to you.
Good.
We
Good deal.
try to get food trucks in also, but you can bring something from your house. Or we've got crock pots that come in. We've got trays from Kroger, you name it, and we have had it. We've
Nice.
had dog birthday parties. We have kid birthday parties. We have adult birthday parties. We kind of cater to everything. It's a community center is what we've tried
Right.
to create, and it's worked out really well. Kokomo's
Awesome.
embraced it, and they enjoy the break from the normal bar.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
So what do you guys have on beer coming up? Do you have anything special coming up for the summer?
Well, right now we're working just to keep up with what we've got. We're selling to the Jackrabbit Stadium, so that's new for us this year. So we'll actually be out at the Jackrabbit
cool.
Stadium.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get that set up. But we've got a Dortmunder right now. We have an alt beer right now. We have a stout. We have an oatmeal stout on nitro right now. We have our own sour. We do a kettle sour and we fruit it there if you want, or we let you taste a kettle sour the way it's just is, which I really love. We've got the mango IPA. Oh my goodness. We have a wit. We have a Hefeweizen.
Nice.
We have we have 21 beers that we've brewed in house on tap right now.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
So there's a lot. Yeah.
So it's a place you have to go to.
I think it's a place you have to go.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, of
definitely a
course.
destination.
And it's in a great area. It's in a great spot to go. Everybody goes to Kokomo. So it's just you have to stop and have a beer.
Oh, you have
You
to.
gotta stop and have a 10-man beer.
And check
Everybody
us out.
goes to
Yeah.
Coke.
Because we're doing
Yeah.
today we're doing a donut tasting.
We've done that.
Somebody who
We've
doesn't
done
like
that.
food. We're
Oh no, we've
doing
done that
donuts.
one. We've done the donuts. We've
Yes.
done donuts and beer.
Yep.
It's
Stouts,
so good.
stouts work
Oh, yeah.
so much better with all donuts.
Stouts are amazing with donuts. I
Yeah,
don't disagree.
pretty much. And
but
maybe
so
the
are
sours. Yes,
The
the sour, but we didn't have
sours
any
are really
sours.
good.
Yep.
We said that on the show. We're like, you know, you either need a sour or you need a stout, and that's it. And IPAs burn off. It doesn't. No, IPAs don't work with donuts at all.
No, we tried a couple of different
No,
ones.
no. Even like a
I
saison.
But you know what?
I
Our
didn't- we
donuts
didn't
were
even have luck with a
Daddies.
saison.
And so there was a
Oh.
lot of flavor. in
Saison,
those
I thought would be
donuts.
better, but
I would think a saison would go
it
well.
didn't work so well.
I would think a saison.
It didn't work
would
so
go
well. The
with it.
saisons and the IPAs did not work so well with donuts, right?
But
Jordan,
but he doesn't eat and drink beer.
he
So-
did for donuts.
No, he eats
But the
and
one
drinks beer.
person you eat.
Not usually. That was the
Wait.
that was the first time he actually ate. Like if he's eating like food regular, that was a specific donut pairing.
Okay.
But so he had to.
He had to. He had
Yes.
no choice.
But he was just taking like a bite of a small piece of a donut.
right.
You know, so yeah, he won't eat like dinner or anything with a beer. It's weird, you know. Like even like Memorial Day barbecue, if you're out barbecuing,
You have to have
beer
it.
goes away while he's eating the food, and then the beer comes back. Weirdo.
That's interesting.
He loves to start with nuts.
It's creepy. He
Sorry,
does.
Jordan, you know that's not going to go away anytime.
Nope.
soon.
Inside joke on that one. I feel bad. We'll tell you about it off mic because we've already mentioned it so many times on the mic already. Jordan did a unique collaboration with Broadripple Brew Pub.
I'm gonna guess it was funny.
It was very funny.
Depends on who you are.
To everybody except
It's
Jordan.
awesome.
Actually, Jordan thought it was pretty funny.
That was good. That was a good one.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
We are we got more people to hopefully get on the show, and thank
yeah.
you guys. We'll be in touch, and hopefully we'll get
All right.
something scheduled
Sounds good.
soon.
Yes, we'll be doing a show at 10 man because we have to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Got my
I got
info.
21 beers to try.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it might change by then.
I don't
Yeah.
care. Are there still going to be
Okay.
21 of them?
There might be
I don't-
more.
I don't care how
Oh,
many.
darn, more.
There's going to be
Crap.
10 man beer there.
Yes, there is.
More is okay.
More is always good.
All right. Well, thanks guys for having me.
Thank you.
Cheers.
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 And we're back. Hey.
Where were we?
I don't know. You guys were apparently eating an entire fucking pizza.
We did in 5
was
minutes.
Three of you ate an
amazing.
entire large pizza from Jan's Village Pizza.
Thanks to
I think
Jans.
we're supposed to get some later, right?
In 5 minutes, 3 of them ate a large pizza.
We're fat.
Actually,
we were
it was,
hungry.
it was just under 4 minutes.
You're just hungry. That's all.
Who was it? Yeah, it was. Yeah. I was like, Jesus, man. They didn't bring any out to me and Brennan.
Oh, there was none to be left.
I know.
Are we on air?
Yeah.
I could burp
Yes.
in your face if you want to smell it. I'm just saying.
No, put that right up in your mouth. No. Oh, damn it.
Nope, that's not the right one.
Wrong mic.
We'll tell you a secret later. Thankfully, that's not the Mullens mic.
Oh, God. Oh, if it's got Mullens on it, I don't know. I might like it.
Oh yeah, Jordan does.
Jordan did. Jordan was all up in that shit.
Oh, all the way up in a minute.
Oh, wow.
Oh, we have Sean and Brock from Taxman.
Tell you
Yep.
guys, how you
How you
doing?
guys doing?
How you doing, gentlemen?
One of our
was
state
Brock, right?
favorites, right?
Yes, Brock.
Okay.
B-Rock, yeah, Brock.
You know,
Taxman, one of my favorite. There's Taxman.
Again, another one. We had 10 man in, now we got Taxman, and you're the two of the I think the probably most mentioned.
Then
breweries
Moontown. Then Moontown. Then I think it's Moontown.
Moontown in the state because we just love you guys and everything you guys do is so good. And there's always different shit. Taxman is one of the Belgians. Yeah, that's your cream of the crop, and they're amazing.
Yeah.
What you guys
Appreciate
do is the niche. Nobody does it better, I don't think, than Taxman, and
It's my
we love
it's
it.
my go-to shit. I took a cooler full of that to my boss in Milwaukee because he sent down a bunch of beers from up in Milwaukee area, to me, and so I took up half the cooler. The cooler was I had one cooler filled of Tax. Oh, Sean getting a little love from John Knight.
I thought he was gonna get the lip service, but
Almost. They almost went.
Sean was hoping.
A little man love going on. That's all good.
It's all over the place. But I took him up probably a case, a whole cooler full of Taxman and a bunch of other stuff too. But Taxman was my go-to. I think I took him a bottle of Bomber of the Q2 Saison.
Yep.
And a couple other sets of cans that I could get over at the liquor store at the time.
It's almost like a safety blanket. Like you can't go wrong. You just need it.
No, it's
I
true.
still have
I
a Mexican spice.
Do you really?
cake sitting in
Oh,
my
you
fridge.
hoarding
And
bitch.
that's really good. That is definitely really good.
Are you gonna make it again?
I don't know if we're gonna make that again.
I don't think it's on the list.
It's
but-
not on the
Dude,
list.
turn it on. Come on.
Yeah, it's definitely
that
not on the
shit
list.
was awesome. I mean,
Just
it really
make a
was
small
awesome.
batch for the pig.
Yeah.
I'll pay for a cake.
I'll tell Dave.
On that home system that's for sale.
It's for sale. Still for sale. My wife just said.
And then
Hey, make sure you
los
mention that.
marranos.
I mean,
You
it
have
is
a
a
home- you have a
30.
home
It is a
system still
30-gallon
for sale?
system. Yeah, still
A
for sale.
30-gallon home system.
About $6,500. It's the whole Blickman deal.
Oh, you got the. Oh, nice.
Little tower
Nice.
power, a little of everything.
Yeah, a little of the yeast and
RO
little,
system, 85-gallon well tank.
little of the sour still left in the kettle.
Yeah. No, that's pretty clean. I've never brewed on the damn thing. So
Really?
never
You
did.
got it. Never ended up brewing on it.
Never brewed it.
I did not
Ended
know
up
that.
being at Grand Junction for 3 years. So. and
I wanted
Taxman.
I wanted to say I want to buy it just so I can say I brewed on Taxman's system, but he never brewed on it. He ruined it for me.
Yeah, but we can still say that.
It may make an appearance down at Taxman eventually if we ever decide to do something with a small batch. But
I'm thinking small batch Mexican spice cake.
He could always Mullens it
we
if
need
you
a
want.
lot more room. We need
Yeah.
a lot more room.
We're out of room.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Already?
We're out of room.
Are you kidding? I thought
No.
you guys owned the whole town already.
That whole block, yeah, pretty close to it.
Sean, what did you introduce me to this morning? Because this is fucking
Was
awesome.
that apropos? So apropos is our apricot saison.
Yes.
Did fucking delicious.
So we've done this a couple years. This year, something different. We used Bachman yeast down at IU. Something different. What we did, it's an acid-producing yeast.
Ass-producing yeast?
Ass-producing, no. Acid producing. Everybody needs a little acid in their life.
Of course.
Absolutely.
So it brings down the pH level to make it almost like a kettle sour.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's almost sour-like. It's almost like that rhubarb one, the kettle sour that
Strawberry
Tin Man
rhubarb.
had. Yeah.
Theirs, yes.
But yeah, it's got that same. It's
There's some
a kettle
tartness to
sour.
it,
It's a tart, but it's
yeah.
not. It's not so tart it hurts your
Yeah.
jaw.
So that
Yeah.
yeast does its trick. Gets down to a nice low pH, about 3.2, 3.3.
I see some jorks behind us.
Yeah, there's some
I
jorts.
feel like there's a show going on there.
I feel like there's some shenanigans going
There's
on here.
something going on. There's some fuckery going on.
He's Facebook Living while we're doing just the recording. So if you need a reference and when you're listening to this show, just go to our Facebook page and watch the Facebook Live, and you will see just Hofferman's jorts underneath our banner.
Hey, it's the best thing once he bends. Once he bends, it's beautiful.
But this is like the first time he's worn the jorts because his legs are wider than yours, Sean.
I was going to say, mine are pretty tan. I wear shorts a lot.
Sorry, we interrupted. You were saying something on the apropos.
No, you're
and
talking
all
about the
that.
apropos. I think it's just delicious.
Thank you
man.
so much.
Just-
It's that yeast,
yeah.
basically just drives the pH down, and then we'll kill it off with a saison yeast is what we did.
Nice.
We did about 80 barrels of that this year. Sold through most of it. It's all
There's
gone. I don't think we have
there's
anymore.
a simplicity about it, but yet you get the biscuity, but and the tartness out of it. It's really
and
cool.
it's still
beer.
light, but it's still light
Yeah.
and clean. You know, it's not lingering as a sour. You know, sometimes does and starts to make you feel a little too many sours. You start to feel a little queasy and it's like I had too much lemonade.
Yes.
You know,
Well,
kinda
you get a little bit of juicy, but then it's dry.
It's more
It's really cool.
It's more
I
tart,
like
and it complements the fruit well.
Yes.
but it still finishes crisp and dry,
yeah,
like the saison
yeah.
should.
You don't hear a lot of apricot ones, out there. Which we had another apricot one. Was it here or Jordan? Did we have an apricot last? We were out the other last night. And I think I had another apricot one. I haven't seen a lot of apricots normally.
I haven't had many apricots done well where you can get the flavor and not either be just sweet or just off-putting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So that's definitely got a lot
hard.
of-
I think it's a hard. To me, it'd be a hard fruit to capture.
Are you
in a
throwing
beer.
whole fruit in? I mean,
this was a bunch of puree. It was,
Yeah.
God, I don't even know how big those cans were.
Yeah, I don't even
They were
know. There was a
huge.
lot
I
there.
ended up using a bulldog to suck it out of the things. They're 55-gallon drums.
Okay.
We did 3 of those over the two fermenters that it was in.
Gotcha, okay.
2 40s that were in. So
all right.
it was about 300 pounds each, I think. Ooh, puree. Damn.
Yeah, I was gonna say trying to get probably what you would need out of fresh apricots. That would suck because Jordan, you probably know. Don't apricots have nuts in them?
That's a nut joke.
Fuck you. There's only one pair of nuts for me, and they come from somewhere in Broadripple.
This will all for those of you who do listen to this show. Make sure you listen to the beginning to understand all of the Broadripple Brew Pub
Here's the bottom line. My mic got teabagged by Jonathan Mullens, and
no,
I put my mouth on it.
It wasn't teabag.
That's a good
It wasn't teabag.
It was chubbed.
It was chubbed
It
and
was
rubbed.
hardcore chubbed.
Oh, did he rub it?
Oh, all over it.
Oh.
Yeah. He humped Jordan's mic.
He was humping all over B-Rock.
I got Me Too'd by him just about
hashtag Me Too.
2 hours ago. So, yeah.
You get molested by Mullens?
Slightly. it was over the clothes molestation.
Now Jordan's
We're like best friends, Brock. We've both been molested by Mullens.
Yeah.
This is becoming repeating. Mullens has got
Mullens
some
might
issues.
have some
I think.
issues.
We may have to have an intervention with that man. Gotta love him.
Thank God he's not wearing jorts.
So, what's
No
Taxman
kidding.
guy? What do you guys have coming up?
We got grapefruit hibiscus coming up.
Grapefruit
our
hibiscus.
another
Spin
one.
off. It's gonna be a tart sour.
Yep, tart sour.
Okay, so your kettle.
We did not. This one's got a little special twist. It's basically just like the apropos on the way we did it.
Okay.
So we're trying something different. Trying to give Bachman a little bit more. See what that yeast can do.
Okay. Good.
Try to trial run it for him.
Yeah.
But that's kind of our hidden gem on that.
Awesome.
I like last year's. It was a lot tart. This year it's almost about the same. It's getting there. It's still in fermenter, so it's got a lot of yeast to it still.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll be brewing up a Tax Mango next week.
Yeah, next week.
Yep.
Tax Mango.
Tax Mango's coming out.
Mango Pale.
Yep. No, Mango
IPA.
Saison.
Saison.
Farm
Well,
House.
you're going heavy saison. Yeah, you guys are.
Yeah, we
do a lot
flipped
of
over to
saison.
Saisons now.
Yeah, you have.
Gotta love them.
You still got? Did you drink that? Because you had that Q3 or because you had the Q2 and a couple other.
Yeah, we had the quarterly series, the Q1 through Q4. All the quarterlies, the Q1s are clean, nice saison that we do. And then
I had
after
the
that, it gets
Q2.
the bread and it gets all the funky stuff that Deviate does.
Yeah.
That was
you still had a
really
bottle of it,
wonderful
right?
Job.
Yeah.
Was that what was the gold wrapped one? Was that?
That was royalty.
That
I
was
bet.
that. Yeah, royalty. Yeah.
Royalty.
Yep. Yeah.
Did you ever drink that yet or no?
It's at Ryan, so
yeah.
it might
It's
be
probably
there.
already gone. It's at his brother's
It's at
house.
our brother's house, so it may be there, maybe not.
No, it's not there
It's
anymore.
probably not.
Shut up. You know that.
It's gone.
It's like champagne. That stuff just man. You can do
That's kind of the target, too.
mimosas.
Have you guys been at this? Were you guys were here last year?
We were
right?
here last year.
Yeah. What,
I
the
did
first
you
year?
guys- Yep.
Did you do first year as well? So you guys been here all 3 years or no?
Right.
He was here
I
first year.
personally been here for 3 years.
But was Taxman?
Yes.
Was
I was
Taxman here?
one for Grand Junction, 2 for Taxman.
Okay, right. I just couldn't remember since we weren't here on the first year. I know it's still been getting big, and I don't know how the first year went. You know, if it was much smaller and how it was.
The
but
first year was
it's
pretty
a
good.
It's a great event. I mean, they do good stuff.
Yeah, the first year was really cold. It was about 42 degrees. It was funny because the couple weeks before we had Depth and Taxes, and Grand Junction was there, and then we had our event.
Yep.
And it was cold, and they had 90-degree weather that year, so it was even funnier.
So we just brought the rain.
Uh-oh, here comes Here comes Hofferman again.
Tickling a little.
Tickling the B-Rock.
Yeah.
It's usually True Religion jorts, but today I think it's some White Guess jorts.
It is. They are
1989.
Nice.
I believe those are Jordache.
Jordache, even better.
Yeah,
we should get him. We
If
should
they
get
were
him some.
Gloria Vanderbilt, I'd be totally impressed.
He needs to get some rhinestones on that damn
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Exactly.
Come on.
Yes.
We get him some gerbos and cut them off. You remember?
There you
No,
go.
some Z Cavarici.
Yeah, there you go.
I think we might have to do that. We might have to do that.
This is gonna be. It's gonna be a call to everybody. Find your oldest jeans you can and make some jorts for Hofferman.
Yep.
It's gonna be a charity.
Yes. He needs better jorts.
I don't know.
Chris Berger jorts.
Yeah.
He had
Nice.
some short ass jorts.
Yeah, he got a job at Sierra Nevada with those jorts.
Are you
those
shitting
sexy
me?
legs.
Yeah, no, he went down there.
He put his picture on the back of his resume. He thinks that's what put him over the hump.
With his Viking helmet? Is that what he had on?
No, he just laid out on some grain bags like a centerfold.
Sex. Oh.
It gets me going.
So for our out-of-state listeners who may not know enough about Taxman, why do you need to go to Taxman? Because we know why, but in your own words, why go to Taxman?
The beer. The
Yep.
beer, the food. The food's great too.
The food's amazing.
But the beer itself, if you want a real Belgian flair, come see us. We do all Belgian beers, all the way through just your standard gold. We have a gold standard, which is our Abbey Blonde, all the way through the triple, double, and quadruples.
Right. How's your distribution going?
It's
guys
going
getting
pretty
out?
good. We are almost all of Indiana now.
What about outside Indiana?
We're talking.
Okay.
And Brock, was this your love, Belgian beers, before you got
So I did
Taxman,
not
or
actually
A little
drive.
bit, yeah.
Was
I mean,
it?
I like everything. I like
Yeah.
all kinds of beers, English, German, everything, American, of course. But I've always had a soft spot for Belgians.
Yeah.
I was super stoked to get a job here, and I'm loving it. another reason why you should come down here. We're really quality driven. Comes down from the top. Colin and David they have a lot of knowledge, and they bring it down. We don't try to rest on our laurels. We're trying to improve every beer we put out.
Yeah, and if we end up fucking up, we say that.
Good.
You know,
we
try to make it right.
I have not had a beer where I felt you guys have tried to cover up a fuck up.
No, I'm glad you said. I think David. We talked about it before. The quality of the Taxman beers, it's top notch, and we all talk about it all the time. There's not a bad beer. We've never had a beer, even that we didn't.
I mean, not one that I didn't like, but it wasn't bad.
Right. I love Belgian beers, so I'm a little bit biased, but it's like I have a lot of Belgian beers that taste like shit. But I've never had a bad Taxman beer because you guys just do such good work. So I mean,
appreciate
it's
that.
beautiful. Even stuff that's like, well, I might not get that one again, but there's 25 more that I'm going to buy every day.
Which I think is a testament
because you
to
guys
why
do
we
so
go
much
back.
good work. And we can't talk about you guys enough. We do every week, I think.
Yeah.
I think you guys are mentioned probably every week because
That's
we
awesome.
love your beer. It's amazing stuff. So
And
one of the best in India, I think.
And for legal purposes, no, I did not drive a cooler of Taxman across the state lines.
I was going to say, yeah.
All right, yeah.
And a shameless plug. I personally will be at the Alley at Pinheads doing the
Alley's
beer
Ale
school.
House.
Yes.
Alley's Ale House. I'll be doing the beer school.
Which? Oh, coming
that
up?
is Thursday.
Oh, this
6
show is
to
going to come
something.
out after that.
Yes.
Damn
So,
it.
damn.
Well, we'll put it up on Facebook.
Well, I know we're going to be on
He
Thursday.
was there yesterday.
So I'll be there with Nick, one of our sales guys. Be there talking about the beer.
Awesome.
How's the Fortville? Is that going
It's
well?
going great.
Yeah.
I've had a few people walk up today and telling me I haven't even been up there yet, and just telling me the food's awesome. It's a great building and an awesome spot.
And it's not the same food. It's still farm. I mean, you guys are. It's different chefs,
Different
right?
chef,
And
different menu.
different menus. Getting just farm fresh stuff from wherever the area's
Yeah,
at.
all
Right?
trying to get local stuff. I think is it like
more
supposed
French.
to be French focused?
It's French
up north?
focused.
Okay.
Good Lord, Brewling's already out of beer today.
That's good.
No, I know. The place is packed. Brewling's out of beer.
That's awesome.
Wow. And it's only
3:30. Yeah, it's 2.5 hours in.
Someone else down there was they already closed off 2 of their taps.
Well, Metazoa ran out of the. I was going to get the poodle something or another. I don't know. They make their beer with.
I was going to go
animals.
somewhere else with that, but that's
poodle
They
jumper.
don't make their
real poodles.
Well, it says drink beer. Help animals.
Artificial poodle flavoring.
Yeah.
Not real. No real poodles were harmed.
No real poodles were harmed in the making of this beer.
Their beers are great.
Fresh squeezed poodle. But no, I mean that lends itself to I see Brewing, going down there. Lines have been huge all over.
Yeah.
Which is a good and a bad thing, obviously, because we hate lines, but we're awesome, so we can get past them.
Of course.
But
We have an hour and a half left too.
I know.
Only about 30
That's
minutes
awesome.
left.
There
It's good
was
that they can go around
There
and
was a
drink
huge line at Taxman, and I got grabbed from behind from Sean, thankfully, and said, "What do you want?"
Here, buddy. There you go.
So yeah, it's nice
He
to be
usually-
it's nice to have this job.
He usually grabs you from behind.
I like from
and
behind.
I always enjoy it. It's nice.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks for hanging
Thank
out with
you.
us. We're gonna go grab another beer, and we'll see who else we can get on the show. But
hopefully some
it's
more
been
people
great.
will grab you from behind.
That's true. Yes.
You know, one will.
Don't
His
forget
name's
that reach
Jonathon
around.
Mullens.
Mullens will definitely.
Or chubbing some Mike. There might be.
I
some
feel
more
so
Mike
close to
chubbing.
Mullens right now. I gotta go give him another hug.
You always give hugs.
He's a great guy.
I bet you could. You're so close to him, you can.
You
smell
owe
him.
more than that, but okay. You can start with a hug.
I'm feeling left out. I'm gonna switch mics on Jordan later.
I'm not.
Thanks,
Cheers,
guys.
guys.
Cheers.
All right, thanks, guys.
Bienvenidos, aquí estamos en Westfield con el Rugby Junction. ¿Cómo estamos hoy?
That was for nobody.
That was really just for my dad. Cause
He does it. Yes.
Yeah, everybody else I know speaks English. So.
It works.
Hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
Who do we have on?
We are back at Rock the Junction 2018.
I just said that in Spanish, fucker.
Did you say
Yeah,
20,000?
I don't speak Spanish, fucker.
He's colorblind.
And we're with, how do you say Matt Anthony in Spanish?
El Antonio
Loco
Enojado.
Loco Antonio.
Okay, there you go.
See, he knows.
He just told you. He told
did.
you this. Really?
Yeah. Loco Antonio. Yes, that's right.
Loco Antonio.
It's not Antonio. It's not Antonio Loco.
It
Start
could be.
backwards.
It could be. I don't know.
What's the proper grammar there?
I
Tex-Mex.
You know what?
Spanish grammar.
I've had a lot of beer today.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with what his says.
Sure.
Yeah, amen.
Either way.
Good,
yes.
good idea.
Yeah. Hey, Neil Davey from
Hey, Neil.
Matt
What's up, Neil?
Anthony. Hey,
Neil.
what's going on, guys?
Doing good.
What-
How's the turnout over there at the Mad Anthony?
So far, so good. Yeah, we're down to just our last couple beers.
Oh, you're running out too?
Yeah, we're running out. I don't know if we'll.
Hey Neil, I'm not going to judge, but I am good for a minute. Are you at a beer festival drinking LaCroix?
I really am, yes, sir.
Okay,
and I'll tell you why.
Let us know.
Because one, it's about a 2-hour drive down here from Fort Wayne. However,
you gotta have a drink on the way.
After 5 p.m., I have to go to yet another beer festival.
Damn. Okay, so
I'm working Indie Lager Fest at Daredevil Brewing.
At Daredevil Speedway, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna give you a pass on the LaCroix this time. Then
I do have to hydrate a little bit. I gotta be. I always stay sober. When behind the wheel of a vehicle, so
what is LaCroix?
It's sparkling water.
It's just just water, water,
fancy water,
just bubble water, CO2 water,
It's well, I mean, when you're used to drinking beer and making beer, plain old water just is horrible. You still need bubbles in it or something.
I like it just because it's an aluminum can. It's aluminum canned water, so it fits in the ice bucket like real easy. And
there you go.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So,
all right. Okay.
I know we've talked a little bit. We need to get to Mad Anthony. It's a little outside our jurisdiction, but we need to get there because we do road trips and pigs travel. So we need to get there and drink some beer.
Pigs fly.
Pigs fly. Well,
the jorts are back.
We travel, but we travel. Have beer, we'll travel.
Hi, Mike Offerman. Hi.
Isn't he like the sexiest man alive?
Yes, he is.
He was kind of rubbing on your shoulder, Brennan. You didn't even pay attention to it.
It's the brotherhood of the traveling jorts.
I didn't feel his nuts.
Yeah, they were.
A man with no ass makes shorts look really good. I have to say, those white cutoff shorts.
I would say I was excited for the Mosaic Moon. I'm a huge Mosaic. Is one of the great. I think one of the best hops. It's just such a tasty, beautiful. It's wonderful.
Well, thank you, man.
You did it justice. This is amazing. The Mosaic Moon, and
yes, sir.
But
artist formerly known as Hopsquatch.
Hopsquatch.
Yeah, Hopsquatch. Yeah, that's right. So it was first named Hopsquatch. So folks in the Indy area might remember that beer. And we got a nice little call from Four Peaks out of Arizona.
Oh, yeah.
Owned by Anheuser-Busch, that they had a hopsquatch barley wine.
Oh.
And I don't know why you're drinking barley wine in the desert of Arizona, but, to each their own, I suppose.
Who would live there? They're not that bright.
Shut up.
I guess so.
I lived there for 14 years. What are you talking about?
Well, yeah, so they called us up and said, hey, we don't like that, and said, all right, whatever, we'll change the name.
Well,
And,
so how does that work, though? Does trademark work across?
Yes.
I mean, because I've seen all kinds of things that have a similar name to them, like Blind Pigs, and there's all kinds of other. There's a Blind Pig bar. There's a Blind Pig. Is it a matter of the media? I mean, I would think it's okay. You're in Indiana as long as you're not distributing out past to Arizona with a hopsquatch. Who gives a shit?
Right. It's usually so. It is a nationally registered trademark.
Okay.
But at the same time, there's so many breweries and so many names out there. Like
Can you do state versus national trademarking, or is it just
you
trademark
actually have to change it like a certain percentage? Because I was out in Scottsdale just a couple of weeks ago, and I went to Four Peaks, and I was like, I asked them about it, and they were like, "What, really?" Because some of the guys were just new, and I'm like, "Yeah, apparently there was just some mix-up with names,
weird,
a common association." But I mean, obviously, you cannot.
I would just think again, as long as the trademark is not infringing on their environment or on yours, that it shouldn't matter. I mean, there's only so many words in the world.
Yeah. Right. After a while, you start, running.
How many words are there?
5, I think. 5. We've used them all.
That's why we're gonna go Spanish with local Antonio.
Yes. So, but I mean, and really, if that had ever happened to any other independent brewery, then we always call them up and say, hey, oops, sorry.
Yeah.
Like we check Untapped and Beer Advocate and Rate Beer and just plain old Google before we name beers, just to make sure we're not stepping on anyone's toes.
Right.
Like you said, within the Midwest, after it's crossed the Mississippi River, then we're like, it's
we'll try it and see if somebody says something.
Yeah. So it's never nothing that crazy, but so it worked out fine. But we moved to Mosaic Moon, entered it into the Brewers Cup last year, and it won a gold medal.
Nice.
So then all the bloggers were like, Mad Anthony sticks middle finger to Anheuser-Busch. And we're just like, no, stop it. Stop it.
I mean, it's true, but just don't say it.
Yeah.
We're not trying to poke. We're not trying to wake the sleeping giant.
Right,
Jesus.
right. Yeah. Anheuser-Busch was like, what was that? And we're like, nothing. Don't worry about
Nothing, Dad. Don't worry.
it. Yeah, you're cool.
So tell us about Mad Anthony.
Matt Anthony, the brewery or the guy?
Everything.
Everything.
I mean, just the
so,
quick 2-minute version of what is Matt Anthony and what do we expect from Matt Anthony?
So 14.8 billion years ago. Or should I skip ahead a little bit?
Just
skip ahead.
Let's go back a couple of years.
I believe in the arc, so
you can fast
just go 6,000 years and I'm good.
Okay, all right. So Matt Anthony started in 1998, downtown Fort Wayne. We actually were renting a small brewery space within a restaurant that already existed called the Munchie Emporium. From that point, Munchie's was on the market. They sold the restaurant portion to Blaine Stuckey and Todd Grantham, who then turned it into Matt Anthony Brewing Brew Pub. The production brewery kicked off in 2000. They opened up a couple other locations in Auburn, Indiana, Warsaw, Indiana, and Angola. We also have 2 barbecue restaurants called Shigs and Pit Barbecue, which sells Matt Anthony beer as well as War Money Barbecue. This year we just celebrated our 20th anniversary. A lot of great things have come a long way. I'm sure a lot of folks may remember just 5 years ago that we were just pretty much focusing on the brew pubs, not a lot of outside distribution, but with Cavalier distribution throughout the state, we're going edge to edge, Northwest Indiana, all the way down to Evansville, New Albany, and throughout Indianapolis. So, canned beers, not this LaCroix, but other things as well.
Are you guys doing any with the barbecue place? Are you doing any beer infused barbecues or anything like that? Or
not at this time. We are. We do do some like a beer battered, fish and things like that. For the menus and things of that nature. We have actually worked with. Collaborating with a lot of our local guys, as well as folks down in Indianapolis. Broadripple Brew Pub, we did a Belgian Double collab with them.
Jordan did a double.
Yeah. Yeah, nice. And so I always had a good time with them, and we've just recently about ready to release a collaboration with Three Rivers Distilling in Fort Wayne. They took our Good Karma IPA, which is probably my best-selling IPA, grapefruit tone, Simcoe Centennial hops, and Munton's English malt, and they distilled that down into a whiskey for us.
Wow.
Aged it for 6 months,
shit.
and so
Nice.
it's still mad whiskey, 92 proof. It's a little peppery, a little on the spicy side, but hop flavored whiskey.
Jordan, you may like that.
Yeah, I would
Sounds
definitely
up,
probably like that one.
Yeah. So we'll have bottles of that up at the Matt Anthony location. So if you guys are passing through Fort Wayne, stop by and see us. Yeah,
I will now.
Grab a beer and a shot. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
We need to get up there. There's a lot of good places up there, but man, you guys are always around this area, and you're always at the festivals, and we love your beers, so we definitely need to get in there and do a show with you guys. And
definitely,
get a full hour with you guys and do some barbecue and now whiskey. That you just put sugar on top of everything else.
You just solidified that contract.
Just
great
made our
beer,
day.
now whiskey. So yeah,
You just cured Brendan's ED problem just by the sheer mention of whiskey and barbecue.
Yeah. We have, and if you guys come up to town, we'd love to have all of our other local Fort Wayne guys because it was us from 1998 until about 2013, with a few breweries, an exception. But now, there's about 10 to 12 breweries now.
How is that scene now? How is that scene?
It's growing. Growing pretty rapidly. We've I just recently set up the American Craft Beer Week, which is this week. It ends tomorrow, but Monday through Sunday, we've been having a tap feature with 12 local taps from the Fort Wayne, Northeast Indiana area. Right. And just everybody brought a six stool, and we would just all be drinking with each other, just having a good time at local places around Fort Wayne. So It's been good to kind of get everybody together, all the brewers and folks that are in the industry to kind of party together for this great week. So
absolutely,
yeah. Cool,
amen.
Yes, indeed.
Neil, sir, amazing having you on. We need to get up there. We have to get up there.
Well, we're working down the list. It's still we've hit pretty much. There's only like 8 breweries left in our central radius here that we haven't hit. And
but when you say that,
got to go up north a
more
little.
pop up.
Yeah,
right.
True.
Yeah, they'll keep growing. So.
Definitely.
But we're expanding now, and we need to get the Fort Wayne area. It's a place we haven't been to yet, so at least formally with the show. So
Yep.
And I know I've been starting to see a lot more breweries pop in the Bay Area, and you guys are kind of obviously the grandfathers of that area.
Yeah.
As far as craft beer, you are.
Yeah.
And so it'd be great to get in there and talk to you guys. So and have a full hour of fun. So
that sounds great. Welcome anytime.
Excellent.
I'm dropping off some radio audience. I'm dropping off gold leafed business cards.
He's lying.
They're covered in platinum and glitter, and we'll be happy to have you guys.
Don't bring up the glitter from to Brian from FDR.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. The glitter beer. Yeah.
Is it straight off the stripper?
Yeah.
They harvest. I asked him earlier on his interview. I'm like, did you harvest the glitter straight from the stripper?
Yeah.
Or straight from the strip club?
No notes of cocoa butter, so I don't think so. So.
Why does my beer taste like cocoa butter?
Yeah.
And shame.
Yeah.
All right, so we digress a little bit. So, but great having you on.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
And cheers.
Thank you.
All right,
Cheers.
I'm gonna keep drinking this LaCroix.
You go with that LaCroix.
You guys keep enjoying your beers. All right. Thanks, guys.
Cheers. All right, so we're back, and we have the sexiest man at Grand Junction Brewing
Get the fuck down
right
here,
here
asshole.
at our table with us. The one, the only, Mike
Put your
Hofferman.
headphones on.
And he can't hear me yet, so
We're gonna chat.
What happened to the beard, man?
you got to put it in your mouth.
You
No, Jordan, that was just you.
212 degrees is real hot.
It is.
So
He's gonna let his boys.
it had to go.
Yeah, it is.
Once we get to fall, I'll be back.
We'll be back to beard.
I'll be
style.
back proper.
I hear you can make a little bit of a yeast strain off that, though. You could have the Hofferman yeast beard yeast.
We're gonna go with his, man. He
You gonna
didn't
pluck
trim
that
up.
for the yeast? All right.
Who else is here?
No, we're using my vagina.
Oh,
Is it vagina sweat? Because that's been
we're
trademarked.
going for vagina beers now.
We're gonna do that again.
We could
Get
probably
the
sell
vagina
it.
beers.
It's right here.
Clark will talk to him. Didn't mean to interrupt. Sorry. So, Hoff, we had John on earlier. Everything's looking good. Beers are flowing. Pretty big. A lot bigger this year, or you think?
Yeah, man. I think so. We sold out. It's deja vu for last year. The first 20
I know.
minutes.
We were all sitting here. We were here last year.
Yep.
The deluge came.
Yep. First 20 minutes, nice, good rainstorm, and
I was waiting for the lightning strike.
and not this year. We asked to be a little safer this year, so we're good to go. But yeah, man, it's everything sold out. We sold last tickets at the door. Real happy, man.
That's good. Why aren't you working?
I poured for VIP, man. I'm
Did
filled
you?
up.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
All right,
filled
yeah,
up.
because you've been behind our booth for like the last hour with your jorts. So for those of you who don't know, and you'll have to see the Facebook Live videos. Yeah, this is the jorts we've been talking about for the entire show.
Oh, talking, dreaming.
Yeah, nightmaring.
Lusting.
Hey, it's important to be honest with yourselves.
So we were going to take up a collection too. We were going to start trying to find like some old like Cavaricci and Gerbeau jeans and make some like old school jorts for you. You know.
You know I'd wear them.
I know you would. It'd be fucking awesome.
If anybody needs to know, I think Mike wears women's 47.
No, it's 14.
Oh, a women's 14.
Please.
Men's 47.
Please.
Yeah, men's 47, a women's 14.
He needs to wear a slightly bigger one though.
No, he doesn't.
My man.
And watch out how short those shorts are getting cut.
No, he's good on that. He just needs the width, not the length.
So I think Blind Pigs, we've always talked about doing our own festival. Maybe we're going to do a jorts festival.
Oh shit.
Do you know how much
That's
fun that
not a
would be?
bad idea.
That's not
I think it would be fun.
That's a scary idea, just all around.
But the women would
it
wear
would
the
work.
jorts too.
Oh, that's true. There you go.
If
It'll be gender neutral. You can either men or women can wear jorts.
Jorts required.
Yes.
Do you think any women are going to come
I was just going to say, there would be like 3 women there.
Hey, do you think any woman wants to see me in a pair of those?
Probably.
I thought
Your
Roberto's
wife.
voice got weird.
What's that?
I just realized
They
you
were-
took Roberto's seat. I was a little fucked up there for a minute.
Well, if y'all do a George Festival, you know we're in.
Oh yeah.
I think it's a must.
It's
Absolutely.
It's still a little
It'd be
bit.
fun.
It might be creepy. It might be kind of creepy.
I don't think it's creepy at all.
It would be premium.
I think if we do it around a school, we'll be okay. But in any other public place, we'd get some raised eyebrows and some questions.
As Adam Lepper would say, I don't think it'd be premium though. I think it'd be super premium.
Super.
I think what we need to
We
do
just
is
talked to Adam. We just did a show with Adam.
rent out a cornfield, cut one path to the center, and then hollow out the hollow out the center of the cornfield, so it can't be seen from the outside.
So
and I think we'd be okay.
So basically, what you're saying is, from the when the drone goes up and looks down, it's just going to look like a cock and balls. Because you did say one big tunnel, and then you round out the sides.
We are in.
Absolutely. Why not?
We're in.
It's a done deal.
You actually air marked it out, and I'm like, how did you not catch that? You went, okay, you cut out a big thing here in the middle of the field, and then you go like this.
Hey, whatever works.
He's still got nuts on his mind.
He does.
I had Jonathan Mullens in my mouth earlier. I mean, what can I say?
It's scary.
It's a really nice thing, though. He's a nice man. He's very cordial.
We're a lot closer now than we used to be.
Yep. Yeah.
He's a cordial man.
So what do you got coming up? What do you got in the fermenter?
So we got some things, man. We've been working with our label guy. I've got some new cans coming soon. We're going to put OPA's labeling into cans.
Right.
We're going to put the single hop series into cans dedicated to people smarter than us. Just basically everyone.
Everyone, yeah.
And then we're working on some can labeling for Squirrel Stampede. So
okay.
Oh, nice.
Any new beers you got in your mind?
Yep. So we've got Mendel's Mosaic, which is our next single hop series coming down the line. Should be fun, and we've been able to jump on some hops that were fairly priced. So I've got a lot of single hop things that I'm working on right now, man.
You got a NEPA in there?
No.
Damn.
R2.
I love bringing that up.
Do we have a New England style coming up soon?
How about hazy?
No.
No.
Wait.
None.
You mean when I pull off the bottom of the
I'm
fermenter?
just busting your balls on that one because we went over that on that one on the last show.
Oh, so do you want a Trube IPA?
Yes.
He's into the lazy IPAs.
Yes, yeah.
They're my favorite.
No, see what I've had. Although recently I've had a few. I think Jordan and I kind of coined it the other night, but lazy IPAs. Granted, and you said you don't brew it, but I've seen you post up that you've had a few NEPAs, and you know what? I've seen you try. I think you said you tried one.
Didn't say
at least one. I don't know if you liked it or not. But
there are some good ones, man. But
most of them are lazy IPAs.
Exactly.
They're hazy. They're not a NEPA. They're just lazy because you didn't want to filter out all the rest of the crap.
Yep.
Okay,
And so, yes.
wait a minute. As your take, as a brewer, this is the fun. I mean,
they weren't on the show.
It's a love or
with us
hate.
when
Why do you hate them?
Hey,
don't say you don't. You do.
He likes to brew. He brews to style.
I
he
own
likes
it.
the
Yeah,
style.
no, I own it 100%,
Yeah.
man. It's I'm traditional,
Right.
and it's not a traditional way to do things. I'm not gonna make like a Oreo beer or a Lucky Charms beer. If you want those flavors in a beer, man, I'm gonna
brewery
put
for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna put lactose. I'm gonna put cocoa nibs. I'm gonna put vanilla beans. And then I'm gonna add some biscuit malt. We're gonna do it the right way.
You're going to deconstruct
Exactly.
the flavors from
we're
that
gonna,
Oreo
We're gonna
beer.
do it like a brewer, not a home brewer.
Right. But there are breweries out there, and there's room for everybody. There's brewers out there that
Well,
do, you know.
the real question that I have for today, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, is I haven't talked to anybody else. Where is Rory? Rory makes the best adjuncts apparently, but he didn't come today.
He did not.
I know he's got big releases today.
Maybe he was at the I don't know, the other 3 festivals that are. Is he at the art festival?
Is there other festivals today?
There's always like 8
No,
of them
there's
now.
Not important.
I'm gonna call Rory out though, because he promised me adjuncts, and he didn't bring me any damn cans, and I'm not happy. I'm not happy. It's my festival, and I'm not happy.
Your jorts would say otherwise.
Or that weird tingling I'm getting on the side of my legs next to him.
That's Clark. That's Griswold.
Oh well, no, it's reaching through. I think
It's not that long.
You spoke as if you have experience, sir.
I've been working with him for
too long.
Yeah, wait.
So are there times in the brewery
No,
where shit
not
just
too
happens and it just
far.
pops out, or?
Not, I wouldn't say far too long. I don't want to give him that much credit, but definitely too short.
Too short.
He
Too
hears
often.
that a lot. Jorts are too
So Mike,
short.
why do people keep coming back to Grand Junction?
Man, we've changed a lot of things up over the last 3 to 4 months.
Taproom's kick ass.
Yeah, Taproom's doing really well. We've got new management over at the pub. We were able to snag Melissa from the Aristocrat down in South Broadripple. She was there for 17 years. She's outstanding in what she does. And with her and myself, and adding R2 to the crew, to do a little shift brewing, take a little bit off my shoulders, give me the ability to work in some barrels, do some fun stuff.
I think, to me, one of the things that brings people back to Grand Junction, people who love beer, and we were talking about the crazy styles and getting off, there's a place for it all, but Grand Junction's a place that just makes great, they say true to the style, and I think that brings a lot of people here, people who love beer and love the pure
people
styles
that
of
understand
beer.
and
understand beer and just
exactly.
hey, I'm gonna go to Grand Junction and get a great porter. I'm gonna go there and get a great ESB. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm hanging out for the night.
They're going there for a great beer and they know what they're gonna get. They know they're gonna get great, clean, crisp beer, and not something with
Lucky Charms.
Yes.
No, man.
Again,
and that's the
we
thing, man.
we do this all the time.
Yep.
But what I think the love of Grand Junction is it's an English style. You guys are making great, pure style beers. It is what it is.
You can always guarantee yourself a nice, clean, traditional style beer when you come up here.
Do you guys got a dunkel?
We do not have a dunkel.
Not yet.
There may or may not be one in the works. And I may or may not have brought in Belgian yeast.
Sweet. I'm been on a big dunkel kick lately because it's a great, if you do it right, it's a great fucking beer.
Yep.
If you get the style right.
Well, I had a good opportunity when I was over with Andy at 2 Deep. We used to knock out some dunkels, and they were fun. They were delicious. And I need something to use that 3068 yeast on. So.
Shit, yeah, there you go. I like it. So yeah, you'll notify us when that comes out. Like
Dan,
that
he told you. He said you will.
You will notify
You will
us.
notify us when that comes out.
Yeah, you know what? The fun part is this afternoon I got notified by my new GM of my pub that apparently a collaboration with us and Ash and Elm is coming.
Oh,
shit.
Nice.
Ooh, that
how
sounds
good.
good.
How are you going to do that? They're a cider.
Well, myself and their cider maker are going to sit down and we're going to trade some emails and see what we can come up with.
You going to make a cider?
We'll see what happens.
Something.
Crossover.
Nothing's off the table. You'll always get what you expect from us, but we like to keep you guessing a little bit.
Awesome. Oh yeah, always.
I know.
I'm guessing what's underneath those jorts.
I know.
You don't have
I can
to.
tell you.
He's been obsessed all day. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. Thanks for coming on the show today. We really appreciate it. We appreciate you guys having us out at the festival again. We'll be here every year that you allow us to be here. So
next year we'll all be in jorts. So
I'm thinking that's a good idea.
I think that's a must.
No. The only requirement next year
Yes.
is jorts.
Yes.
We'll always have you guys, but we need
I'm
jorts
on
next
it.
year.
I am not shy at all. I have no problem doing it.
Clark's are going to say security on them.
On the ass.
Right on the ass.
I'm not
In
going to wear
glitter.
jorts. I'm going to wear Speedos.
Oh.
Griswold, we will allow it.
Oh, hell yeah.
It will be
Yeah.
allowed.
Yeah.
This is a judgment-free zone.
Hell yeah. Oh no, there's not judgment free. Gonna judge all day long, but
They said
but
judgment.
we'll allow it.
They didn't say ridicule.
There you go.
That's what we do.
Big
We
difference.
ridicule.
There you go.
All right, guys.
All right. Thanks.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank
See
you,
ya.
guys.
Okay.
Hey, we're back, Brennan. Go for it. Who we got? And why did I not get a drink?
Hey, why did I not get a drink?
I'd give you some of this,
Right
but
here.
nope.
Yeah.
We're back with Ash now. We're back at Grand Junction, Rock the Junction, 22,418.
You're just making up. So as the day has gone on, Brennan just starts making up numbers.
I got you.
So it was 18, and then 2018, and then 20,018.
Fuck off.
And then 1942,
Yeah.
and then 857,947.
That's what good beer does.
He just adds numbers together.
What?
2018. We're
It's
here.
20,018.
20,018.
Yes.
I've been alive for like 20,000 some odd years.
Yes. You are old.
I am old. Shit.
So we're here with.
I'm Alexis with Ash and Elm.
Hi, Alexis. How are you?
Hey, I'm great. How are you?
How
And,
was good?
I was very disappointed because I was so excited And we were keeping you to last because I was so excited about the barrel-aged cinnamon cider.
You missed it.
Are you shitting me? You didn't get it?
No, it was first hour special.
It was out. So we're idiots. But
yes, well,
but
yes, you are.
I got the tart cherry, which is fucking awesome.
Thanks,
Is it?
yeah.
Delicious. Really good.
Let me try that.
That's one of our flagships. We'll have that one all the time.
Give me beer.
He said, "Wait."
No, it's delicious.
Yeah, I haven't got to try Ashen Elm this time either. Didn't we see
We're
Ashen
right
Elm?
across the thing, guys. Come on now.
We saw them the first time at our first Pies and Pints, right?
Yeah,
you guys, yeah. You were
And,
Pies and
we're-
Pints.
I want to try some
we talk about being. We're not just a beer show. We do beer, whiskey. We like the
We do
craft
craft
scene.
industry.
Right, yeah.
And Ashton, and you guys are. I think ciders and meads are. I think there's some exciting, cool stuff out there that you guys are doing. I love what Ashton Elm is doing. I think you guys
Thank
are
you.
amazing. I really
Yeah.
do. You guys are doing some amazing stuff. Give me that drink, Roberto. But I really do. I think you guys are amazing. I think you guys make some incredible. I love that tart cherry. It's not sweet. It is tart.
Approachably tart is what we like to say.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's awesome. So tell us a little bit about Ashton Elm and how is it? How do you guys, when you go to a beer fest, you guys got a long line, but what are people expecting when they come there? And
I think they're just expecting something a little different than beer.
Yeah.
And I think that we have something it cleanses the palate. It gets you going. Yeah, we're just under 2 years old. Our second anniversary is June 23rd. Yeah, it's a married couple that's the owners, Aaron and Andrea Homoya. They actually started the company in 2015. Right now they're at Glint Cap, which is a regional cider competition in Michigan. So
Are you guys just doing ciders
we're
or
just
doing
cider.
meads? Oh,
just cider,
ciders.
yep.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
we stuck with that. Right now we have we've got 4 of them with us, and then in the tap room we have 6 to 10 all the time.
Your
so.
cider? What's your lowest percentage ABA?
The lowest
it's probably
is
like 5.7, right? Probably
the
or
lowest
something like
is 6.5.
That. Oh, holy shit!
Yeah,
That's
and
your low ABV?
That's our low ABV, and that's
You
our.
were wrong.
I think that's a misconception. People think, oh, it's a cider, but ciders are huge.
Yeah.
Ciders have a high ABV on them. Yeah.
Actually, we do. I forgot about this one. We do one. It's called a tepache, so it's a Mexican style. It's got pineapple, cinnamon. That one is 3%, but it's a traditional Mexican cider. So that was going to be lower.
Speaking of Roberto's language,
but everything next up would be 6.5, and that's our flagships that we have all the time. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
so our highest, we're getting ready to release in bottles. It's 12.9%, I believe.
Holy shit.
And it's a Belgian triple style cider. So.
Well, and we talked about it on I don't think you were at that show, but we have some other New Day Craft, does a good ciders, but
Yeah.
they started to educate us on, but some of the ciders have a stigma, to them also in this industry because of the macro world, kind of just making it like it's a bad thing, it's here's your hard cider,
Right,
and,
absolutely.
and it's lemonade with alcohol in it or
Yeah.
something like that,
Yeah.
and so it's got to be a little bit of a tough battle, but I've seen it become more and more accepted
Yeah.
at a lot of these brew fests.
Yeah,
the
it's booming
meads
right
and
now.
the ciders,
The industry has taken off. The craft cider thing is just huge.
Yes, and I think it's about time because again,
Absolutely.
but you got to fight that stigma, and that's got to be the hard part.
Yeah, it is. It is. Even if these beer fests, when it's already paid for, and people are like, "No, I don't like cider." Like, let me change your mind. Give me a chance.
And
But
a lot of it, I think, is it's the and not meaning to be rude about it or anything, and hopefully it doesn't. Cider was considered a girl's drink. And so you get all these bros out here, and they're they're the hipster bros, and like, no, I'm not going to drink that. I'm a man.
Absolutely.
I don't drink cider.
Yeah, I've seen that a couple times.
What is going on?
Yeah.
Put them on, talk, sister.
I was thinking blindpigconcessions.com needs to be confessions.
It is confessions. It's not concessions.
No, it's concessions.
No, we're not concessions. It's an F.
Confessions.
It
We need
is.
to confess to what's going on.
And I am. We have a guest
who doesn't like us very well.
No. I love you. I love you. So I had to chime in and be like, what are they talking about? I've got to get in on this.
Just talking the cider. Right now, we're talking the cider.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
it's a whole different. It's a whole different. People talk about a different level, but it's
just a different taste profile.
It is.
It
but
is.
But it's it's usually double what you're getting out of a beer if
That's true.
if you like alcohol. But it's a delicious. I don't think people talk about malt liquors and beers, and people don't understand how the difference ABV, which shouldn't matter, because if it's good, it's good.
Right, absolutely. Yes.
If it's good, it's good. And I don't think people really they don't understand ciders, beers, meads. They just don't.
I didn't understand meads for a long time
at all.
Yeah.
Jordan?
That's what we're trying
Very
to do. As a company, we're trying to get more education out there. So recently we have the American Culinary Federation reach out to us, and we did a PowerPoint with them and taught them about the market and everything, and how to make ciders and everything that goes along with that. So we're trying to do that for this community. Can't do it all at once, but that's our goal, is to educate Indianapolis on what cider is and who we are. So there it is.
So what is the inspiration for H&M? Who's come up with
So
the...
Aaron and Andrea came up with the idea. He wanted to do craft beer, and there was just so much out there that he also really liked cider, so he decided that cider was it, and we tried it out, and it worked. So we're doing it.
Were you a cider fan? You were a craft beer fan?
I was a craft beer fan, and anyway, I love cider.
Oh.
I love cider. I mean, I love craft beer. I just can't have it as much as I would like.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I'm a cider fan. I love ciders and meads. There's a great place in Michigan, Bee Nectar, and which is amazing. And I think H&M is just fucking phenomenal. I really do. I think you guys are awesome. New Day is awesome, but there's some great. It's a different. You have to pull people in who don't understand.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. There's a stigma to it.
There is, but you have to pull people in, and it's an incredible drink.
Refreshing,
but it's different,
clean.
It is refreshing. It's great for this weather,
and
too.
I think that,
Once the weather changes, it's just amazing.
Yeah.
We have one in our tasting room, and actually it's around town as well. It's a raspberry lemon, and biggest seller. So good. And then we've got just different flavors coming out. The next one that we're about to drop is a grapefruit ginger. So you can do a lot with cider. I mean, it picks up. We have a hopped one that isn't bitter at all, but it has the flavor of the hops. We've got Citra and Mosaic in our hop cider, and it just so good.
Are you guys doing any hot stuff?
We do mulled cider during the winter time, so it's like clove, cinnamon, orange peel, lemon peel, all the things. So that's our hot version of it, which people love at the new cold. What is it? The cold beer fest that we're doing now.
Frigid Digits.
They're starting to Frigid Digits, and there was another one.
Ice Shelf.
Up north.
I like that
Ice
you
Shelf.
said the cold festival.
They're so cold. But hey, we're doing them.
Yeah.
We're gonna do them, and
Yeah, the Ice Shelf.
Mulled cider,
Yeah, we're gonna start getting involved in those. But God, it's cold.
I know.
It's so cold up there. It's just bone chilling cold
It is.
around Michigan. Ugh.
We're gonna have some warm ciders for us.
There you go.
Yeah.
That'll work.
There you go.
Well, I hope you're having a good day. Thanks for coming on. We're gonna go grab some more beers for. I think we're about running out of time too. We're getting close to the end, aren't we?
We are.
And thanks for coming on.
Thank you guys.
We'll hopefully get something
Enjoy
hooked
your
up,
day.
and we can try to do a show over at H&M at some point.
Absolutely.
Sounds good.
Excellent.
Thanks.
Cheers.
All right, cheers.
Really good beer.
I don't know if you guys knew it or not, but Justin Timberlake's here.
What?
He's right there. If you guys can't see him, I can see him.
That's Hofferman.
No, that's just the jorts. That's JT. He just got a pretzel necklace on.
So, great. As far as we had, I think they did better than last year.
Did you guys
already?
So let's go around the table. Just
Well, there
say
you go.
what was your favorite beer today, or favorite drink today? Because there's cider, so it's not just say beer, but favorite drink today.
I'm gonna go with that rhubarb.
Mine
from
too.
where was that from?
Tin Man.
Yeah, that rhubarb sour.
Man, it was amazing.
That
It was a not just a palate cleanser, but it was a great beer, and you could drink that. You could crush the shit out of that.
Yeah.
All day long.
Yeah, it's
I
that's
agree.
a dangerous
That-
one.
that was my
That's a
favorite.
dangerous one.
I stuck with a couple of my favorites, so I stuck with Trackman Jumper from FDR,
Okay.
Track Jumper, and then I also jumped onto Cecil from Moontown. But I did like the ESD from H&M. That was pretty solid. There was no BS about it. It was straight. It was, it was overpowering or anything. So I kind of really dug that.
I tell you what, I almost feel bad about not saying Cecil's not my favorite for the day because we always say Moontown's our favorite. But isn't that such an incredible beer?
Yeah.
That we
The Cecil was good today.
It was.
I can honestly say the Cecil was my favorite for the day.
It's such a great beer.
It really
I mean,
was.
Moontown
In the
makes
heat-
great beers.
in
and
the heat.
I think like they're probably getting sick of us foaming all over them because we talk about how great their beer is every week, but they do make great beer, and that
is
Cecil is fucking amazing.
That is a beer I think I could drink all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I have to say, the Cecil was my favorite, and then Ash and Elmwood's going to come in second. Now, again,
Really?
that's not to say any of the other beers were necessarily bad.
No,
You
great
took a
beers.
but
cider.
they
you took
just stood out in my mind.
Yeah.
You took a cider second.
Exactly.
I did take a cider
Wow,
second.
That's awesome.
I'm telling Riley.
I
He'll
can't
be
put,
very happy.
I can't put a cider first just because I can't. But
No, but you still picked a cider as second.
it was
Wow,
phenomenal.
I know.
But I've gotten into the meads lately too, and
Yeah.
the Breakfast Magpie to me is a phenomenal alcoholic beverage all
Yes, it
around.
is.
It just is phenomenal.
I'm kind of tearing up. Our boy's growing up.
Now I wouldn't drink it with pizza or anything. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, well, yeah.
You wouldn't drink anything with food.
I know, right? Exactly. I ordered a Diet Coke.
Unless
we got
it's
pizza.
a donut.
There you go.
But you got all the great beers today. They're so fucking.
Metazoa had a good that
Metazoa's-
chai thing.
The chai stout was fucking amazing. And they do that all year. I mean, or January through they get their. This is the very bare end of that chai stout, but it's still a great beer. And Tin Man's got the Imperial Stout. They do that all year long. Not a lot of the people do stouts all year, but
No.
but there's a couple of idiots like us who love stouts all year. I do. I'm one of
like-
them.
I would just like
I'm
beer
one of them.
year-round,
Dark,
so-
I would
Broadripple's Dark Hero was really good this year.
Yes,
the Dark
absolutely.
Hero.
Dark Hero was
Absolutely.
good.
That was a good one.
Jonathon had a lot of nice fucking moisture going around today.
Yeah, he did.
I did.
I tasted everything.
Yeah, I did. Yes, you did.
even the nuts.
You tried the sweaty balls?
Not the chocolate sweaty balls.
Sweaty.
Looking forward to
They
the
were just
vagina sweat
sweaty.
from FDR. See
Yeah.
if that's going to come to fruition or not.
Oh, that's going to be a nice one. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Who else did we miss?
I tried the Maibach from
foam blowers.
Deer
Did
Creek.
anybody go over foam blowers?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get any beer from them though.
Ah, damn! I didn't get a chance to.
You got stickers.
You got stickers.
Yeah.
I did.
That's because he's a 2-year-old.
Hey. Don't pick on the 2-year-old.
All right, Grizz. You were the one who got stickers too.
Damn right.
So, of course, you get Round Town was always got them a great beer. Moontown, Metazoa,
Brewing.
who sold out fucking
They were the
probably
first,
quicker
I
than
think.
anybody else today.
Well, no,
I think.
I talked to a few brewers already. Moontown, it was their first year here. They ran out of the Cecil because they didn't know. They didn't know it was going to be as big as popular as it is.
Well, it's because everybody was here, listened to our show previously,
Prior to, yeah.
and we always talk about how good the Cecil is. So
Yeah.
that's why.
Well, but then they
You're
said,
welcome, Moontown.
Yeah, but they said, oh, we should have brought 2 because
Yeah.
it was a sold. I'm pretty sure this
Well,
sold
they should
out.
have one for the pigs.
Yeah, and I got to say that walking up and down the strip here, I've gotten more, hey, I fucking love your podcast today
I know.
than I have
Yeah.
in a long
Are you guys
time.
open yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
So
do get a lot of. What time? Yeah, when's your bar? Oh, I thought the Blind Pig closed down.
What?
Except for the drunk dickhead.
There's always
a
one.
few near the end of the day, because all they see are headphones and microphones, and they think they're on the radio.
All I can say is Evan Williams is the shit.
Evan Williams
Evan
was pretty
Williams.
awesome. It was a good recap of the day. What did we learn today? Evan Williams is the shit. I still have his list.
The spreadsheet.
I'm still confused a little bit by his grading, but
It's okay. Well, yeah, it's
his
number
grading,
of beers
the
and
number
the full
of-
grading system, and just he needs to put a legend on here. I don't see a legend. That's the only piece. Oh no, there it is. Beers continuous on tap year round, food or not, and overall rating. So yeah, but he hasn't overall rated everything.
Yeah.
I don't think he's actually been to all of these yet.
no, he put all of them on there. No, he hasn't been there. They're blank. But,
Yeah. So we've been to all but like 4 of these. Maybe it was 10. But some of them are repeats. Like I'm not going to go to 4 different MashCrafts. You know, I'm just going to go to one MashCraft.
Right.
Not all of them. We're Granite City's on here too.
Well, boys, this has been an amazing day. Another amazing day. This festival is always awesome.
First time we did it, it's been awesome.
Yeah. It always starts out with the monsoon, but the rest of the day I think it clears and washes away the filth of the pigs.
Yes.
Swine.
No, it didn't work out.
No, you can't do that.
I'm
That didn't
trying.
work out.
I mean, I'm reaching.
Not
But
even
no.
holy water could do that.
No. It's prophetic. It's dark and stormy day, but it opens up to the start of the festival season in my mind.
Yeah.
Yes. Kind of.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know.
Just like Jordan opened up his mouth.
But
to
I'm gonna
Mullens
be
nuts.
I'm gonna kind of be depressed now in any subsequent years if it doesn't. It's now happened twice, so if it happens again, it's gonna. And it if it
They're gonna
doesn't
quit
happen
asking
next
us to
year,
come?
if it doesn't happen next year, if the show happens but it doesn't rain next year right before everything opens up, I'm gonna be depressed.
Yeah.
Because now it's almost tradition.
No,
Yes.
no, you won't.
No, I won't, 'cause there's
you
beer.
You flip out over the small. No,
Yeah,
no, you
that's
won't.
true.
No, you will not. You will be like, "Fuck yeah, this is awesome."
This is awesome.
So,
I don't
yeah,
have to sit up in the
yeah.
rain.
Right.
All right,
Jordan,
guys.
Grizz,
Jordan,
Roberto.
got anything?
Love you guys.
All right,
you
man.
guys.
Good to see y'all.
Love y'all.
Cheers.
All right, cheers.
Asta.
Peace.
There's a place called a gin mill way down in the slums. There's a place called a gin mill way down in the slums. My baby goes that night and stays till the morning comes.